NFT is one of them. We'll dive into that. Is there anything in particular?
A company I'm starting would be cool.
Nice.
Yeah, just to give it a little like what's the word? Marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is actually the first time I'm talking about it. So
Say less.
oh, sorry, I keep
I need to remember who's on what camera. Someone, two, guys on three. Okay, 1, 2,
Yeah, I
3.
didn't know you do all that because July yesterday was just telling me, oh, Divina does this, does that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yo.
that's one thing. Actually, the main question I get asked a lot is, what do you actually do?
Yeah.
Literally, I'm like,
That
a
is
lot.
what I've
You do
wondered
a lot.
I'm like, she's living a good life.
Yeah.
But what does she do?
Like, what does she actually do? Like, I do a million and one things, and I'm not gonna talk about zodiacs, but as an Aquarius, I feel like I can't like stay on one thing. Like, I get so bored. I feel boxed in, so I like to just really develop all aspects of like myself.
That's good.
What months is Aquarius?
January.
I was going to say October.
But that's the second.
January.
To be honest, it
like
sounds October.
I'm Jan.
Wait, what? That's Aquarius? Or is it like a
But
different
like, what's
half?
the
no,
date?
like yeah, from I think it's the 23rd.
You're a Capricorn.
You're a Capricorn.
I'll say it.
Early January, right?
I'm late Jan, 28th.
28th.
Yeah.
So you're.
So you're an
Bro,
Aquarius.
so you're an
then.
Aquarius, bro.
That's why good. That's
Yeah.
That's why good million
Damn.
things. Yeah, I see
Aquarius.
that.
You're like
I got you. I know what you're saying.
I didn't even know I was an Aquarius, but yes.
What's your rising moon?
Rising moon.
What is
a
that?
thing?
What's
Is that a
that?
thing?
First of all,
I'll
it's
say-
like
I'll say it.
rising or moon.
Oh,
There's
Wait,
no rising. You got that so wrong.
I'm trying to be understanding.
Said it with like hella confidence. I
Yeah,
was like,
that's all that matters.
You
wait,
really
is
tried.
there a rising moon?
Yeah. Do you know what you're talking about?
Wait, so what is that then?
Does
So
anyone
there's a big three.
with this
Yeah.
stuff?
Your big threes are it
guy's
shows
dumb.
who you are, like as to everybody else, like what everybody recognizes you as. Your moon is who you are, like when you're comfortable, like your deep self. And your rising is. Sorry, did I say rising already? Sorry, your sun is what everybody sees you as.
Okay.
Rising is just like
This is tough.
what everybody says you are.
This is tough.
You know what I mean? So like your rising
Thanks.
would be like, oh, I was born in January something, and so I'm an Aquarius.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my big threes is
Big
both
three.
Aquarius, rising, and sun. My moon is a Leo. So Leos are very like go-getters and very much like about ambitious and also like
girl.
about their image. So
The big three that I know is the basketball league, the ice cream.
That's the only big thing you're aware of. It's not the same.
Not the
It's
same. No.
All right, let's kick it. Get it going. Let's get it going. Yeah.
Alright. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Disruption Podcast. Wait, what is it? Episode 147.
Can't put a number because we're not
We don't
sure.
know, we
how
don't know
do
what this is, all right? Just enjoy it. All right, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We are your hosts. I'm Anoda, baddie.
Chief Olosoji in the building, baby.
It's your girl Moeezy.
It's the Prince. What's up? What's good?
We got a guest with us today. As you can see to my right, we got...
Divina.
Come on. There we go. Hey, round of applause.
That's for Divina.
Let's go.
Divina, where are you from? You got this accent. I'm like, are you from? Giving me like American vibe.
I'm actually just full Filipino.
Yeah.
Yes, but Filipinos are very heavily influenced by the American, like because we were colonized by Americans, so our education is quite like Americanized, and the way we speak English in Philippines is very like American based. But even so, coming here, I'm just gonna give you the full spiel.
Let's do it.
Coming here, I didn't know how to speak English, and the way I learned was literally just by watching TV shows like Hannah Montana, Liz McGuire. So I was learning through American TV shows, and then I just picked up the way they spoke, and it just won't go away. Though I sometimes say things in Australian accent, I'm just like, that doesn't sound right. Let me just reel it back in.
I find that interesting how people pick up accents from watching, watching
Shows,
shows,
yeah.
American shows,
Yeah.
UK shows, growing up.
It is right though, because like the more I started watching UK content and stuff like that, I was taking a lot of the slang, and then just that became
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
just some of the words and even just how I was pronouncing some things too. And I was like,
Well, Jackie Chan actually. Interesting
Really?
fact here.
Okay.
Interesting fact. Jackie Chan actually learned English through just like listening to music.
Music.
Like that's how we learned how to speak
interesting.
English.
That's
What
crazy.
music was he listening to?
I don't know. Probably, honestly, like Celine Dion and all of those things.
Oh, wow.
Definitely
Yeah.
can't be no gangster rap. Definitely wasn't gangster rap, man.
Yeah.
It made me think. I was gonna say, yeah, like when I watch American movies, I don't like hear that accent. It just feels normal English. to
Normal,
me.
right?
Yeah.
Because we're so saturated by like American TV shows.
Yeah.
Like that's the standard, and then
Yeah.
anything else is weird.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Huh.
exactly.
We did this. We caused the problem.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
made America.
Yeah.
Big. I remember what was it like 2 years ago? We shot an episode and we're like, "Yo, we're taking the glory away from America and bringing it back to these other countries. These guys ain't the go-to
Please.
anymore, man." We said, "Yo,
Yeah.
we've got something else going on here now instead." So
It's really good actually because Chris Hemsworth is working a lot like with trying to make Australia, or like Melbourne actually, be, you know, like more prominent in the universal,
Yeah,
the
like in the
production of
scene,
things, like
yeah.
the movies and stuff like that. So a lot of TVs that's coming out right now, like Chung-Li, that was mostly done here in
wow.
Australia. Yeah.
come on, yo,
Interesting
Wow.
facts. Well,
Wait, they
got
did
it
it.
like that, man.
She can speak.
She's got
Yeah,
the
wait, where are you
facts.
learning this
She's
from?
got all the
Yes,
facts.
exactly. When did you start working with Chris Hemsworth?
No, I just hang out with little friends. Like all of my friends are extremely knowledgeable individuals,
Yeah.
especially in this industry, like the creatives industry. Like Nicole, shout out to Nicole Damaso.
Nicole.
She is one to just know a lot of things. Like she is a massive Marvel fan, first of all. So if y'all have watched Doctor Strange,
Okay,
Doctor
thoughts?
Strange was elite.
Wait, the one that just came out?
Well, you don't like it?
Hey, bro.
Oh, what's wrong with
What's
you?
wrong with
What's
it?
wrong
I haven't
with
watched
you?
it. I haven't watched it.
Have you
Have you
watched
seen it?
Yes,
How good was it?
madness.
The one
Oh
that just
my
came
God.
out.
The one that
Yes.
just came out, bro.
Guys.
Whoa.
What?
Now we chat to you separately,
Oh.
dog.
What was going on in that? Illuminati.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
And
that was-
then even
Okay, yeah,
that
it was
was
quite
cuts were
theatrical.
like hella like they were doing comical cuts. I'm like, is this a serious movie? But then again, it was the same director that shot Evil Dead. So they brought a lot of gore into that. You know what I mean? That was the most gory Marvel movie I've ever seen.
First of all, can I just comment? The third eye did not. It's just
Yeah.
that was terrible.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on.
I
agree.
Like Star Wars, like animation is amazing, and that was like hella years back.
Right.
And the third eye was like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
very
was wrong.
disgusting.
There was a lot happening. There
But
was
that
a
part
lo-
killed me.
Why is
Oh.
it so big?
There was a lot going on in it.
Illuminati.
It was
It was a lot.
Damn, so you guys enjoyed it.
Nah, I liked
I
it, bro.
liked it. I liked it. Yeah.
It was a bit of mind blowing, like the universe, how it is
Yes.
different.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, that was very interesting.
I don't know. In my mind, I'm like, yo, Marvel's like, to be honest, we've got them now by the balls. So we're just gonna do whatever the heck we want.
I think they've got you by the balls.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
They're saying, yeah.
They're
yeah.
saying that to us. They've got us
Yeah, yeah.
by the balls that they can do whatever
They
the
can do
heck
whatever?
they want, and we're gonna be.
Everyone's gonna win.
Multiverse, yeah.
It doesn't hurt.
Bruh, it's wild. It's wild.
I don't know where it's going, but I like it. You guys haven't seen it?
I've seen it.
Nah,
I've seen it.
How have you seen it? Wait. Oh, you haven't
haven't
seen
seen
it.
it. I haven't seen
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
You-
Mo hasn't seen it either.
No, I've seen it.
Oh, you watched it?
Obviously.
Wait, who'd you go with?
Like during the week.
Yeah,
I went
she's
just during the
fine.
week.
Oh,
but
goodness
yeah, it was interesting.
What I was gonna say though, so you said friends are the ones that you tend to hear a lot of research and stuff from. But like, I swear you do reading all the time. I'm
I
like,
read a
is
lot.
this
You do.
is this Instagram stories or is she actually out here? Because I can't. I genuinely can't.
Like
Once upon a
sitting
time-
at a cafe and reading a book.
It's amazing.
It sounds amazing.
It
So-
sounds beautiful.
It looks amazing too. I feel like I'm in like
I love it for you.
I feel like I'm in a, you know, like a what's these shows? called,
Emily in
man?
Paris.
Coming
What?
of
I don't
age.
know.
Emily in Paris. What the heck?
Yeah, that's the
Wait,
shows you
Emily
watch?
in Paris.
I've actually never watched it. But you know what my
Is Emily in Paris?
Wait, the
Is that Netflix
one.
show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Now, which shows are you thinking?
No, to be honest, Pretty Little Lies is what came to mind for me for some reason. Because they're always in the cafe. I don't know if any of you all
Oh,
They don't
yeah,
read
yeah,
at the
yeah.
They're always
cafe,
in the
though.
cafe. Yeah, they definitely didn't read.
Yeah,
They were just
yeah.
having
They're
jobs.
just gossiping, bro. Yeah.
But yeah, so you're reading.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I would be reading.
How many books do you read a year?
A year. Wow.
A month? I don't know.
I've never really thought about it like that. Because usually I'm such a everything reader, so I don't like. It's a thing where I pick up a book, I love it, and then I pick up another book and like just
Yeah.
Because anything
go in
like when I certain podcasts and certain like things I listen to, they have book references, and straight away I'm just like, I need to read this book, and I can't seem to like. I finish books for sure, but I start books more than
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
What's your top three?
My
That's
top
a
three.
tough question. What, you
No,
don't answer for that?
I know
But I know
it.
she's ready though.
She knows.
That's the first time
She's like,
someone was
three,
like,
that's
I
all
can-
you want? Okay. Alright, sure.
So the first one is The Key to Riches. That's by Napoleon Hill.
Napoleon
I
Hill's the
actually
goat, man.
said this in my video
I did see
story
this.
the other day.
yeah.
The Richest Man in Babylon. That's a book that's
Yeah, I
hella
read
hard
that.
to read. So hard.
'Cause it's got that old school
Sorry to sorry.
Nah, do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just rereading
I'm reading
it.
it like 3 days.
Yes.
Oh, you're reading that Shakespeare, huh?
Madness,
King
yes.
James version.
And it's a book about finance. Like how? Like,
Yes, yeah. And there's also another one. It's called The Mountain Is You. And it's
heard of this.
amazing. Yeah, it's so amazing. Actually, another one, Big Magic. That's a lot to do with like creativity.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Have you read Sapiens? By any
No,
chance?
Why are you like that? This
What's
guy's rude.
this?
He's rude.
So you've definitely seen, let me find the
So rude.
Wait, I'm not rude.
What's
Daniel read that
why?
book for like
Okay.
5
So-
minutes and he left the
This
book.
one, you've definitely seen the. Have you seen this? It's like
Oh, the history
everywhere.
of- Okay, yeah.
Daniel has had this book for 4 years. And
You
has
only read one
read 3
chapter.
pages.
Stop.
And this is one of the best-selling books of all
I've
time.
I've read about a good 2 chapters. It's amazing.
Out of 27?
Yeah, there's a lot of chapters. It's a thick book and
Yeah.
it's so hot.
And
Like,
you're
the thumb
satisfied
print
with
and
that
everything.
2 chapters?
Yeah, I think I learned all I needed to. Yeah, it was that, condensed in that 2 chapters. I took it away from me.
Wow.
I just can't do the reading thing. I don't know what I really want
I
to.
mean, if you can't, podcasts are also amazing.
Yeah, I'll just
Not podcasts, sorry.
listen to us.
Audibles.
Audiobooks.
Audibles
Yeah, audiobooks.
are
Audiobooks are
incredible.
amazing.
Incredible.
Do you buy paper books?
Yes.
Or, yeah.
We can't let
We
that
call
go.
them physical
Do you
books.
Yeah.
enjoy the
I do. I really do. I enjoy the highlighting.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
love
vibe. It
highlighting,
is
and
a
then
vibe.
like if I have time, when I'm like in a cafe, I highlight and then I write down like what I've understood about that certain type of message.
That's good.
So I dissect it like
Yeah.
deeper so that it's not just like, oh yeah, that's a good quote.
Yeah.
And then like forget about it.
Wow.
Not
This
gonna
is
lie.
the
That's very
level of
nice.
self-discipline that I aspire to be at.
Yo,
Instead, I woke up at 11.
you can still catch a good brunch with that, man. You could go pull up.
So does that mean, do you tend to read to like try and get something from it, or just for pure entertainment type of thing? or-
Both.
Yeah.
Both. Yeah. Sometimes I search for books surrounding the kind of like project that I'm like that I'm in right now. So right now, actually, I'll mention that later.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Like in the music industry, so I'm trying to learn a lot from the music industry, for the music industry because I'm like in it now. So right now I'm reading a book called Everything You Need to Know About the Music Industry. Literally like in the name,
Yeah,
right?
the title.
So it's literally telling me everything. So like I read like that, and then there's also just reading because I want to feel inspired or like just to feed my mind.
There's clearly something we're missing, guys.
Yeah, honestly.
Carlos is all over it.
Costs all
This
over.
guy loves reading.
I
so-
have a
As
lot
an
of books.
Aquarius,
Ah, yes. Jan.
In his head, he
It's
forgot what it was called. He
your
thought it was aquarium. He forgot.
I had no
He
clue.
likes to
You
go.
could have said I was anything, I would have
life.
believed it. Like, I didn't know.
Yeah, nah, this guy's all over it, but there's clearly something that, like, there's that level that we can get to, guys.
no,
I'm talking
seriously,
about theory
no.
right now.
Honestly, it is because there are so many books. You have to see it as like a collective like knowledge that's
Yeah.
just being put into like it's there. You know what I mean? And that's the books that's been published are minds that's just so much more. I don't know, like they just know so much more than us, and like you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, I feel like we
Right?
think that we're so hot that we know everything.
Now speak for yourself.
Yeah, you think you know
I know,
everything,
I
don't you?
For
definitely-
yourself.
Yeah,
Because
I
I've been able
agree.
to navigate
I agree.
quite successfully.
I've never done this that bad.
Yeah, this whole life thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, but then you're right with the you don't know what you don't know kind of aspect of things.
How
So
do you
like,
know that you've done it successfully?
Yeah.
To
I
what
mean,
level have you kind
Yeah.
of?
How have you, yeah. That's a very
Yeah.
good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Broke.
Hey, you right, man. Yeah, damn. I do remember though. You put up. I was gonna say even just when I was listening to you talk just then, you put up a story where you were like, what do you call it? You were like doing your review of your recent read,
Yes.
and I said, "Fam, this is an audiobook voice right there,
Oh, yeah.
100%." This was I was like, this is calming
Wait, so
and
you're
soothing.
reviewing, like
Thank
talking
you.
about
The book.
the books
Yeah.
and everything. Oh, that's
yeah.
so sick.
I try not to do that as much because I feel like I don't know. Maybe like my audience.
I want to hear. What do you think your audience wants then?
I just want lingerie photos.
That's
That's
mad.
how I blew up.
That's
No, it's
mad.
so sad.
He said, "Yeah."
That's so tough. Like you blowing up in
It's
that
so
way.
sad. It's
So-
actually really sad. So
No,
when
it's
I
like,
lose
"Nah,
followers, I'm like, thank fuck you're unfollowing me because
Yeah.
that's not what
Damn.
I'm
That's not
about.
what you want.
Yeah.
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 Because
That
I
sounds
was getting like
interesting.
I had like 40K followers at the start of this year or like no, sorry, middle of last year or around that time, and I started to put more of myself and like the kind of branding that I
Lifestyle
actually
kind
wanted
of
to be.
aspect too,
Yeah,
yeah.
and just like my mind.
Yeah.
So for some reason it deflects like you know the lower.
People
What's this
Yeah.
voice that you're trying to show us?
Why is that body talking?
No, but literally, like
Oh man, that is so tricky, man.
it's wild.
Because now it's almost like people are not accepting you for who you are.
Yeah.
In a way, it's like
Yes.
this is who I am.
Yeah,
but, like,
and
you're
it's
not
definitely
interested
a
in that.
battle. It is
Yeah.
definitely a battle because like at the same time, that's how I get paid, right?
Yeah.
Is the followers and the engagement and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So you gotta cater to your followers, but at the same time, it's like, but I don't want to like post my titties and all of those
Yeah.
things.
So how do
all
you
the time.
cater to your
And
followers?
yes, I love my body. Don't get me wrong, but like at the same time, I wanna
There's
be more than
there's
just
more,
the
yeah.
body. Like I
Yeah.
have more depth. I have more things to share. I have knowledge. I'm not just. Oh
So
my
I-
God, this sounds like such a pretty problem.
I was gonna say, I like
Anyways.
this. But I like this conversation because you always hear a lot of people who are in your similar kind of position
Yeah.
saying this, and I'm like, there's no real substance coming from this individual. But it's interesting and kind of nice to, especially because of what you've portrayed, and even just talking to you, like even now, it's like there clearly is a lot more that you're trying to put behind this and put into this.
Yeah.
Compared to when people always just, I remember there's this one particular person is like, I love to read, I love books. I'm like, I know damn well.
I know you
Don't know where the
I
nearest
know-
library is.
I know who
I
you're
just know. I know it. And I'm like, I love how people always try to add that kind of like aspect to it. It's like, but clearly they just don't want to be put into that box and that category. And I'm like, it's interesting because you're actually fighting to not be in that because
Yeah.
clearly there's so much more to it. So
Yeah.
it's an interesting kind of like dynamic to
It's
kind
good
of
to
do.
do that a lot earlier, though.
For sure.
Because if you continue to grow and blow up, and then it almost feels like it's too late to try to be like, hey guys, I enjoyed
Yep.
this. I think I know who you're talking about. Now, to be honest, they're at a point where it's too hard to try to
Yeah.
come out and say that because people
But
are
it's
like,
so
nah.
sad though. Like,
It
why does people's like the way people view is so determined to how you should be acting online? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's actually quite sad.
It's that kind of mouse, I guess, though. It's like, do you act like how people expect you or do you live how you want and then
Right.
hope that they come along?
You gotta
Exactly.
balance
But
it.
it is
Like-
a little bit of like. Now I'm just gonna play devil's advocate.
Come
here.
on.
It's like it's a little bit of
We like a devil's advocate.
yeah.
Go on.
And no
Like if
one
I
loves
brought
this.
people in
Based on
to my
Yeah.
restaurant because they think I sell good burgers, and
You
then
gotta
I
keep-
start selling them soup. Like we didn't come here for soup.
Yeah,
That is
You get what I
for
mean?
sure. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
That's
definitely.
tough, man.
Yeah, but I actually also do like that element of surprise because, like, especially here, like the way you guys have even like perceived me is like I didn't even know you do all these things, and I like coming out with like I'm not just a one-trick pony. Like I do so much more, and it's like I love seeing the face that they're like. You do that too?
Yeah, okay.
And I love that. Even actually the NFT event that I was at today, just before I came here, it's so funny. As soon as I pull out, because they're like, oh, what's your Instagram? As soon as I pull out my Instagram, they're just like, oh, so you're one of those girls. I'm like,
What
what
does
does that mean?
What does that
Just say
mean?
that out loud. It's
Yeah.
not hard.
Literally. I was like, what?
Oh,
No,
damn.
I legit like said it. I was like, what does that mean? He's like, anyone that has like above 25K followers are just, that's it. That's it's just their face. I'm
Yeah.
like, interesting.
Yeah, it's actually
So
just
clearly
Let me
we have
pull you
ugly-
up with some.
We've got ugly faces, guys. to the common perception, because
So you just called all of us ugly.
No.
you're talking
my
about blow up
God.
and everything, though. I guess a lot of people listening right now don't know something kind of interesting about us. They went to the same primary school. Like, I tripped out.
Wild.
I
Well, you
tripped
guys
out
were
when I
primary
saw
school,
yeah.
damn.
Yes.
I tripped out when I saw you again, 3 months ago at that
Yeah.
event that we're all at.
Yeah.
And I was like, Divina? She's like,
Literally,
Daniel?
I was
I'm like,
like-
how do we even recognize each other right now? Bro, like, what the heck? But like,
It's actually crazy.
the change or like whatever what happened in between, it's so crazy that you know these people for this period of time.
Yeah.
Or was it? When did you come to the primary school? Were we there from the start? You weren't, yeah?
No, I came when I was in grade 4.
Grade 4?
Yeah.
Okay, I came 3 to be honest. Yeah. All right, so you came grade 4. So what? We had 3 years of primary school together. We all disappeared, and it's been what now since then? oh my gosh, how long has that been now? 12 years?
Oh, don't say it out loud.
Or like 11 years or
wild.
something? Oh my, yo,
That's
where are we,
wild.
bro?
No, I'm gonna go home.
Yo, it's been like 11 years or something like
Yeah.
that since then.
That's a long time.
But it's so dope to see what people have been up to in like.
I was
with
actually
life in that
saying
space of
this
time.
with July because, like, obviously you guys saw each other the other day. I was like, the growth
I know. Yeah.
is wild. It's actually wild, but like, I still don't know what you've done because you didn't actually. You haven't explained to me. You're like,
it was a
we'll
vibe.
talk about it.
Yeah,
we'll talk about
we'll
it.
chat. But it's dope though, like having those moments of like really being able to like timestamp a period of time in your life and then thinking where we were then. It really helps you to even put in like perspective
Yes.
what's happened
Yeah.
like since then. Like so much has happened for you for sure. Same for me as well. We're 11 or 10.
Of course, a lot happened.
A lot has happened for sure. We're still the same person since then we've got a problem. We've got to talk. We've got to chat. But like, it's so dope to like, okay, this is what we're doing. Even when I went to go do my voting, it was at our primary school in the local area. Yeah. And like, as soon as I stepped in, I was like, yo, what the
Oh my god, I
heck,
still
man?
haven't visited. That's okay.
That was my first time
That's gonna
since
be an
you're
activity
leaving.
for next week. I'm doing that.
I don't know if they'll just let
Yeah, I don't know if they
There's regulations around that.
Wait, why?
I don't know if
You
you
can't
can
just
just
be
pull out.
walking into primary school.
What are you gonna
walk
do? Get
in.
there? It's like, wow.
I'm here to pick up someone.
It's different for a girl. I feel like
Probably. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, you're right. If Johnny goes back, I
If there
don't
was
know.
no voting and I just rocked up, it's a problem.
It's a problem.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's so sick. Like, it really helped me to remember, like, oh, this is where I was at this point in time. And, like, yo, this is where we're at now. Like, life has happened in between all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's
What?
even-
Yeah.
And
It's
it's-
even, I was gonna say, sorry, it's even more dope when it's like you guys are involved in the same industry.
Yeah.
Like fast forward, it's like, yo, you do this, yeah, I do
Yeah.
that. Let's collab. You know what I mean? Like that's
that's true.
Daniel does lingerie shots as well.
yeah.
Hey, man.
Look
Fashion
at his
of a curve,
Instagram out
hard
of
hat.
that.
You get me? Yeah. What have you been up to anyways, though?
What have I been up to? Okay. Wow, that's a broad question.
Yeah, it's a lot
Where
of
do we
years
want to
too.
start?
Let's start off with the
Trauma? No, I'm
NFT.
kidding.
Say NFT?
Yeah.
Start off
That
at the
sounds
end.
recent.
Let's start off with the last thing you did.
Damn, Carl.
No. All right. How did you get into
Yeah.
Instagram,
Yeah.
like photography type content, modeling? That's the word I'm looking for.
Okay.
And then from there, how did everything go?
How did I get into Instagram modeling or influencing?
Yes.
Just modeling in general. Okay. Well, pretty much. How can I even pinpoint that? Because I was just taking photos of myself a lot. I think it really popped off after I got my boobs done. I'll be honest, just to be blunt about it. After I got my boobs done, I got more comfortable with my body. Because obviously, like, I feel like as a woman, it's like things. Yeah. Anyways, let's just not.
How old were you when you got them done?
The other day.
I was going to say, wait, what?
They fresh.
That's 2 years ago.
2 years
Two years
ago.
ago. I mean, I did like, random shoots of just like, with freelance photographers to build like my portfolio and like just how to kind of like move in front of the camera. But that was a lot like just, it was just random spurts of like, what's it called, projects.
Yeah.
But as soon as I got my boobs done, it like a lot more photographers like came through because I was again more comfortable with my body and all of these things. And then influencing just kind of came out of that. Like, because obviously I feel like sex sells. So it's like the better you look, the more likes you'll get,
Yeah.
I guess.
You're
yeah.
not
Sadly,
wrong.
but
I've
yeah.
heard so many people say before, like,
That's the world, man.
they'll be posting their photos, girls, guys,
Yeah.
whatever, and then they'll post a photo with like their partner or something.
No, for real. There was
Goes
actually
down.
somebody that put up a story the other day, just no one knowing that he had a girlfriend, and then he's like, "Happy birthday to my queen," whatever. And then the next story was like, "I've never seen that much loss of followers
No
in a
way.
minute." I was like, "That's sad."
Is that sad?
Really sad.
What do we want? What are we celebrating in
You
this
can
life?
still
I
enjoy
don't
his
know.
photos, even though
Nah.
he's got a partner. So why are you unfollowing? I don't get it.
Yeah.
That is so interesting.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I
No, but
wonder
like
what we want.
what I'm saying is like it's not even just the guys that unfollows. It's like the girls too.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
This is
oh,
clearly
I
a
wanted you.
universal thing.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, back
But
to
yes, you found the blueprint
blueprint.
in terms of what to do.
Boobs? Blueprint.
And then, yeah.
I am not at all advertising to get your titties done just to
I am.
gain followers. Stop. I'm dead. I'm saying, as soon as you start to get comfortable with who you are and like what you look like, the followers just come. Because like they see how happy you are, and they see how comfortable and like you can just be yourself.
Yeah.
And then what
I guess.
happened after taking the photos? And
Taking the photos, I'm like a lot of photographers hit me up, and then like I was starting to get into like music videos. Like I was put into music videos, and like more photographers like from Sydney, for example. Like just put me on. So like as soon as like quality photos started coming in, a lot of brands just started hitting me up. And then,
And then now you're doing a bit of management. How'd you get into that?
management, yes. Oh, should we talk about that right now?
As much as can be disclosed, obviously.
Okay, we can. Okay, so I am a part of a company. I'm starting up a company called Matriarch Management. So that's a management of artists. Right now we are working with July. We just did. Actually, I can't disclose that.
Yeah, that one was hush hush. I did see the stories.
Yes, yeah. A lot of things are happening. June, July, the month is gonna it's gonna be wild, y'all. Yeah, so that's what's happening right now. But yeah, lots of things.
That's what's up.
And then
I have a random question though.
Please.
On the line, because I thought this randomly. I was watching Botched.
Yes, yes.
I'm so glad you brought it back because I also had questions.
About boobs?
Boob jobs.
Okay, please.
Well, you asked me that.
Please do not let this episode be called all about boob jobs.
And you guys got 2 minutes to talk about this.
Can you see
Put
the
a
problem?
cap.
This is why the followers stay.
Exactly.
Even us, we're trying to have that conversation.
Yeah, you got 2 minutes, go.
Yeah, I
No,
can't.
ask yours because I actually want to get into like the practicals of it.
Okay.
But, yeah.
The practicals?
You understand what I mean?
He's trying to get deep, delve deep into it.
Whoa.
Her face, like,
I wanted to ask these guys real quick because I was watching Botched and then I said something to Mara and then she brought it up to me. She's like, "Oh, what do guys think about this?" So I just want to bring this up and then I want to see you guys' reaction. What are your thoughts between like fat transfers versus implants? Like, because I'm like, guys are always
fat
guys are always having something to say about
All
like,
the time.
when changes
Even
are done. So I
thought
was like,
about
I'll-
this?
So
I was like, I wonder if there's a difference between what guys think if like, is that what a BBL is? Is that
Yeah, isn't it? Okay, so all I've seen from fat transfers is that's for butt. I've never heard of fat transfers.
Yeah, no,
to
that's
breasts.
what I'm thinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get. Like, I'm like,
There is fat
There is?
transfers.
You can,
to
yeah.
Huh.
boobs, yeah.
so I'm like, does that change now? Because guys always have something to say. Like I said, they always talk about. What's this thing we typically say? Natural woman, this, that. That's the kind of like phrasing that's always put out. What is it? No makeup, all of that. Yeah. So I was like, is there now a difference in our weird mentality as guys when it comes down to if someone does a fat transfer, which is taking things from their body, versus putting in an implant? Does that change in any way what guys think when it comes to this? Or are we literally just cooked on this? matter?
Nah, I think as a cooked, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I think.
no
We're
preference.
cooked, yeah?
Yeah, well, it's just all the same for us.
For me, the end product is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Bro, we're just weird when it comes to this. We all have something to say, though. That's
You're
what I
saying
want.
we, so what's your opinion?
What's my opinion on this? What did I say that night?
You said there's a difference. You said you'd prefer fat transfer over getting an
I
implant put
think
in.
I said, like, my mind would be able to be like, okay, fine,
Process
just do
it
Just
better,
send
yeah.
Go. Get the transfer versus an implant. But then I'm like,
It's the same
it's
thing.
the same thing.
Literally, they're doing
It's
a procedure.
literally the same thing.
Okay, now because I'm bad at science, yeah, but like if they
Science.
fat transfer, because that's fat and all, like that's legitimate cells, right?
Yeah.
Into the breast tissue.
They're all cells. Yeah, continue.
Aren't you? If you're, yeah. But it's like if there's more cells, aren't you more likely to get cancer as well?
Damn, but you might be onto something here.
I don't think
Like
so.
as in
I have
because
no
like
idea. I'm
women
just
with
taking it on.
larger breasts, like
Yeah.
naturally larger breasts, are more likely to have breast cancer, right? Because there's more.
Is this
cells,
scientifically
yeah.
proven?
Like I mean, there's literally just more cells,
I think,
more things could go wrong,
it is typically-
right?
Because there's just more cells. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you
I feel like it's dependent on how healthy those cells are because
facts.
as I used to work at a what is it called a clinic, a clinic, just a
When the heck did you squeeze that?
In between what?
Shoot it.
I used to work at a cosmetic clinic, and you can't just do a fat transfer just because you want to transfer a little bit of like hip
Yeah,
fat
like-
to the boobs. The fat quality needs to be like ace
Pre-
for you to
A5.
like pop it on there because
Wagyu.
one of 2 reasons. One is the quality. If it's bad quality, it's not gonna sit right. It's not gonna like stay there. It's gonna melt because
Like a
fat
puddle.
melts.
And it's
Yeah.
not
Right.
dense.
Yeah.
What?
Did you say puddle?
I think you look like a puddle.
Bro, you're dumb, bro.
He's so dumb. You have to get used to this right now. Yeah.
We apologize.
But yeah, okay. So there's
But yeah,
the quality.
so the quality of the fat needs to be good.
Yeah.
Damn. Did you guys get lipo? Guys.
Nah, I actually wouldn't do nothing.
Bro, I might be on that Kanye wave and get lipo. I wouldn't,
Kanye.
bro, if I was
Kanye?
ever,
What did Kanye do?
remember
Yeah.
Kanye got lipo? He's yo, I got liposuction
Yeah,
for
yeah,
y'all.
yeah,
When he was
yeah.
on his rant and was yelling. No.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
actually.
remember
What?
TMZ.
Yeah, it was on
Legit.
TMZ. He's yelling, I got lipo for y'all. Y'all don't remember this?
I didn't think it was legit.
Was that just
I
for
think
clout?
it was real.
Nah, I don't know, man.
Why wouldn't he? He's rich.
No, it's serious. Like,
Yeah,
it
but he
was-
says anything too. I don't know.
that's
Literally.
No, but it was true.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Oh, did you speak to him?
Yeah. yeah. Me and Mr. West like this.
Nah, it's mad. All right, go. You ask your questions. Our 2 minutes are
alright.
running out.
Can we talk about your boob job? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, like the process of it happening. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you do it in Melbourne?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why were you expecting Thailand?
No, no, just because the only surgery for guys that I would or have considered at any point was the hairline one. Yeah.
Okay.
And
yeah.
that's all Turkey. All right, because they're the best at that and it's cheap and all that. But okay, so Melbourne, were you any part scared about it?
No. See, one mistake y'all need to stop doing. Not speaking to you guys, but girls, stop watching things before your procedure. It just it gives you anxiety.
That's right. Stop doing research.
That is true.
No, not stop doing research.
doing it, just go for it.
No, the safety aspect of it. But if you're
Yeah.
gonna keep watching videos like of how
Scare
it's done,
yourself.
Yeah.
you're just gonna scare yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the anxiety going in is just gonna be crazy. Yeah.
Okay. So and then after you do whatever, have you regretted it ever?
No. I look at my body. I'm like, damn.
I'd follow that.
I was out of pocket. No.
Kill me.
Now's the last question because this is my reservation with like whenever among the guys when we've chatted like, oh, would you date a girl that has had this job or whatever or this? My thing is I personally don't mind it in my partner. I just feel like I'm kind of lying to my daughter in the future.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I don't know why.
Wait, how you like to your
How
daughter?
you getting the boob?
That's the last thing I need. All right.
the way he said, I don't mind it in my partner.
For me,
No, we need breast reduction. That's what we're looking for, right?
if you know someone, that transfer to the bin, bro.
Yo, straight up, man.
No, but I feel like I would kind of be we're slightly lying to our daughter, you know.
What? So you think
Wait,
your
So
what
daughter-
it's
are you
like
saying,
because
though?
if my like my daughter is 16 or 18 or whatever, and she's like, "Hey, why did my boobs never kick in?" Like, mom, and then it's like you're gonna have to potentially explain to your kid like, "Oh, like these were enhanced." Which are you fine with that?
Yeah.
Cool.
I
That's
mean,
all I want to do.
transparency is
Yeah,
absolutely
exactly.
a
Yeah,
must.
exactly.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're raising your daughter to value, you know, what your body looks
Yeah.
like more than, you know, the quality of person that they are, then
It's because I come from a region where there's not many boob jobs. Like we do
Oh,
that
man, so
well.
well endowed.
Yeah, well endowed in our region, but nose jobs are a lot.
Where are you
And
from?
I'm Iraqi.
Okay.
I'm Arabic. Yeah. Yeah, and it's just like now there's a lot of girls that I know that's like have gotten nose jobs, and it's like they look like a new person, and they look great. They look
Yeah.
beautiful, and I can see like they're more confident because of it and everything. But I'm like, I know how your daughter's gonna come out, right? Oh, your sons too. But I'm like, that's clearly a conversation that you're gonna have, which isn't the worst thing in the
Yeah.
world, but it's
Yeah.
something to think about. But,
actually that just brought up an article that I read one time of this guy divorcing. Yeah, have you seen that?
Yeah.
Hong Kong
Yeah,
ones?
yes,
Yeah.
divorcing the wife because
Yeah.
The
he
kids
felt like
came
he was
out.
lied to. He actually sued her.
Yeah.
The kids came out and was like, not.
Did he win? You know,
I don't know.
General
Wait,
consensus.
did she get
She didn't
jobs
tell him
done?
anything, and she had done
Yeah.
a lot of work.
Yeah.
Are you saying
Also,
we're-
wait, couldn't Buddy feel something?
What do you mean?
Cass is real, bro.
Like I know, like a good boob job feels normal, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you know?
But no, I think with that one, it was more like face.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
like
It
they
is, like,
value like
reconstruction.
looking beautiful,
Yeah,
yeah.
right?
What, you trying to ask what's the general consensus?
Yeah,
of
like
that?
you go with a girl, you love her, she loves you, you have kids. What the heck are these kids?
Damn.
That's so sad though.
No, that's
I mean,
real.
Like they're children
Yeah,
at the end of the
yeah,
day,
but, like-
and they look half like him. So, like you clearly,
And it
That's
makes
why-
you
That's why it's
wonder-
half beautiful. What do you mean?
Right.
Yeah, that's the hope that they're clinging on to.
Like legit.
And it makes you wonder whether the guy actually was with her for the right reasons.
Oh, he was with her
right?
for looks, for sure.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, so now she can sue him? You weren't with me for the right reason.
I mean, like, is that something you have to disclose? Like, for you, in terms of like dating and stuff, would that be something that you come out and say, or is it like
Honestly,
none of your
it's
business?
not like important.
Yeah.
Like
It's
if that's
really
something
not.
you're concerned of, then I'm gonna tell you straight up. Then
Yeah.
yeah, I got a boob job.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if it's like, why should that be concerned?
Exactly.
If you fell for me because of what you see
Yeah.
and who I am, right?
Definitely.
For me, with the guy with the wife
Suing,
that did
yeah.
a lot though, with the one that everything, I'm like, you can't be mad at the kids obviously because
No, kids are kids.
But with the wife aspect, it's like, what environment or foundation did we set that you weren't feeling comfortable enough to
Honest.
like share that
Yeah.
with me? That's
Yeah.
where I'm like, what's going on here?
That's
Like,
crazy.
What,
I agree with that.
what was
You're
the-
right.
What
No,
was going on
absolutely.
in that kind of a space?
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
really my
no,
only
I
thing that
agree
comes from that.
100%.
Like, yeah, what environment did we create or did I create that you didn't feel comfortable in? Like,
Maybe she thought it wasn't important to say it. Like, it's simple as
You-
that. You
it
know?
wasn't important. You got a new face.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, well, yeah, why was that? Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's interesting. But
That's
yes,
crazy.
what else are you tapped into right now then as well? Because
What else am I
you've
tapped
really,
into?
you've created a platform for yourself now, like a space where you're able to venture out into whatever you essentially want to do, and hopefully people, for the most part, are along the ride for it, right? There would be for sure, right? What other directions are you kind of like drive into that? Because you actually sent a nice question as well. This can even
Yeah.
you-
Because we had another guest on earlier this week, but I sent
Yeah.
some stuff through. I thought you were coming through like Thursday night when we recorded. But then I wanted to keep these questions because I thought it would be fun with you. You seem like the kind of person that enjoys this. But which one are you thinking? The first one?
Yeah.
Or, so I was just thinking about this, and it's like, for everyone, what is something that you guys really, not even wish, but like pray happens in your lifetime, and another thing that happens in your life? Like, so something in your lifetime is something that just a global thing, right? Like, could be world peace, could be something like that. And then something in your life, like something very specific to you, something that you really hope happens. Do you guys have anything like that?
Are you talking to like
Everyone.
everyone?
But
You start
take
us
the lead
off.
if
If
you
you
got
want,
something,
if you got something,
Or you.
I start.
If you want
no,
to.
you go.
Yeah,
You got something.
I'd like you to start actually,
Alright.
so that I can get a
Okay.
direction.
Yeah.
In my life, personally, I really like genuinely pray that I make it to like 105 years old. Just because I really want to see, like, healthy as well.
Yeah.
Because I really want to see like great grandkids, great grandkids. You know,
Yeah,
and like,
live through all that. Yeah.
like, and I'm okay with being that person that has lost all their friends at that age, but is seen as like old wise villager. You know what I mean? That kind of
That'd be
that
nice.
thing. Like I would love
Hopefully,
that.
just don't
That would
forget
be-
that's your grandkids.
Yeah, healthy,
I was
healthy,
about to say, I was like, would you be?
Who's this?
Yeah. But and then in terms of
Globally.
in my lifetime, I haven't really thought about that too much.
Dude, just sent the
Sure, there's a
question.
lot of things you
Sent it
want
for
to happen.
vibes.
I sent it for vibes, right?
Guys,
Hope
that's
someone
a
else
tough
would
one
help.
though, to know what you'd want to see happen
Globally, for
in the
everyone.
world.
I think I would love to see like starvation
Yeah,
cease.
that's exactly
Oh, yeah.
where my mind's kind of in. Like,
It's not even a world peace thing, but it's just for starvation to
Yeah.
stop.
because it's we've heard that, like, I don't know what the stats are, how legit they are, but something
Kids.
like in America, like the annual production of food is enough to like feed the whole world.
Yeah.
Like, and or rather not feed the world, but end the current hunger,
Yeah.
like, or famine problems.
Funny enough,
Yeah.
actually, the collective amount to get rid of hunger is like 3.75 billion or something like that, and the collective amount of all the richest people is like 500 and something billion. Like
They could end it.
one person
They
could literally be
could
like,
end it.
"It's fine. Well, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get rid of that."
It's crazy.
They won't.
they
Wild.
go
They
broke,
won't
so-
though. Yeah.
They won't. What? There's,
One
Nah.
person,
there's 200 billions
They're
out
all
here.
together. All
they don't have the
together.
same vision. I'm telling you.
Yo,
Yeah, for
man.
sure.
Yeah, that's
Crazy.
the thing.
But yeah, I'm in line with that when I think of like the global aspect of
hunger
things, because
starvation.
it's like
Global.
that alone, like, changes so many things now. Like, now people aren't. What do you mean? Like, I don't know. You just have more opportunity to be able to at least just be alive in this life thing, and now potentially bring something forth from that.
Yeah.
Like, food, so basic
So
that we
basic.
get access to every single day is like, I'm like, how the heck are we still in a world 2022 that is not like a common thing? It's there. That one's wild. So who knows? We'll see. In our lifetime, I don't. That definitely, I don't see that.
Yeah.
Too busy focused on charging cars and that. So, yeah, it's definitely not coming around.
That's
But
a tough one.
Paying
let's
for
see
our
how-
own gas
What do you guys want to do in your life?
gas
and that,
prices. In my life,
Because you got your platform. You got your potential to do what you want to do and bring people on that journey.
I'd love to like actually have just a women's based business where you can like revamp the way they think. Because I feel like a lot of women feel we're actually improving now that feel like that it's a man's world, right?
Definitely.
I want like to just create a business where women come together and just kind of, I don't know, like do things like, you know, have a book club or something. It's like have conferences like that where it's not like stepping in each other's toes. It's more so like literally like hyping each other up and like coming in with like business ideas and like sharing knowledge with each other and how we can make certain things like that happen or whatever idea that they come up with happen. So I'd love to do that for like just, I actually want to open up a every time I say something I'm like, should I say that now?
No. Keep something. We were strong believers in sometimes of like, retain the things.
Yeah. You're right. Evil eye. Anyways, yeah, that would be amazing. Like that would be like one of like my main goals, and I know it's in the works.
Yeah,
let me just say that.
Definitely. Definitely.
And globally, I actually want to see aliens.
Oh yeah, that's actually kind of.
I really want to see aliens. I feel like movies have groomed us to kind of accept that. So it's just like, all right,
Just
enough grooming. Just show me the damn
You think
alien.
alien exists? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you honestly believe that we are the only living?
That's kind of true.
Like, have you seen the universe?
Would you rather they come to you or you go to them?
What?
Yeah. Hey.
Go to them where?
Go to them.
Go to them. Okay. Why was I thinking?
What were you thinking?
Come to my house.
Oh, you go to their
My
house.
place or yours?
Yo, that was such a okay. Anyways, moving on. Probably. You know what? I think them coming to us.
100%. I was like,
because like
Because then you
defense
get to see the
mechanism. I'm
spaceship and
comfortable
everything.
here.
Bro, not
Over there,
even
I
that.
can't breathe.
What if I can't get back?
Yeah,
I'm just
literally.
stuck there now.
Yes.
Prisoner of war. I'm just posted up doing everything these aliens want to do now. Like I can't get back to Earth. It's not like I can't get back to my country. I can't get back to Earth. Right, nah.
Yeah, those
Okay.
things.
Aliens. Interesting.
What you'll say?
Tomorrow?
Probably should have thought about it. In terms of like globally, I think we're good here in Australia, but I mean it can be improved. But in terms of like medical access, I feel like around the world, there's a lot of people who are like just malnourished or don't even have access to like basic, the basic medical needs and stuff. So. And like America, their healthcare system is just whack. Very, very whack. You can't even go, just into a regular hospital and receive proper treatment without having to like fork out thousands and thousands of dollars. But yeah, I think definitely, I mean, world hunger for sure, but like in terms of like, medical and stuff. And even that will help sustain people to, get some people off the streets, if you're healthier, you're, able to go out longer through the day, get jobs done and all of that stuff. For me, I just want to have $1 million in my bank account. That's just what I want to live for.
Babes, that's happening.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah. I just want to feel what it's like to have $1 million.
Hold on. This world is so expensive now. $1 million is going
That's
nowhere.
$1 million. $1 million
is buying you a
plus.
small apartment.
Bro, $1 million is 1.5 mortgage. Come on, nah. We need bigger drinks.
Yeah.
The guy says
For now.
5 million. Come
For
on.
now. Yeah. $1 million plus in my
So you
account.
just want to see the million, like
I just
7
want to see it
figures?
just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
then
can
you
see how that's very
right,
sad.
then you spend $1.
$1.
You're like, damn it.
Literally.
That's Spotify.
Yeah, I know.
Apple Music actually for me. But
Ew, man. Okay.
I wanted to see 5 million in my bank account.
High achiever.
What, she's
Man, obviously I want to talk about the world, like peace and that, because you guys already said all that. I want to see another black president. That'd be kind of cool to see that.
Because that'll probably mean like they kind of mean it a bit more.
If it happens more than once.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Because
The
first time
first time is
let's-
like,
all right, let's
just put a black guy there.
let's
Not
try
just
it
a
out.
token president,
You know
right?
what I mean? Yeah. It's like, all right, let's try it out. But, in and now it's like, oh, you know what, maybe, I don't know, maybe there'll be a bit more belief behind it if another,
Yeah.
Huh.
In my life, I don't know. I think, because you know how a lot of people kind of leave a legacy behind, but also don't get to see what it turns out to be like. I actually kind of want to see what my legacy is like. Or something.
Ooh, I like that. That's very nice.
So I'm like, oh yeah, I did that. You know what I mean? Rather than you leave and then now it's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah.
That is
Just want to
very
kind of
true.
see that.
That's like an Oprah type of sitch.
Is
Like
it?
her legacy. Oh, bro, everyone knows who Oprah is.
To be
What is
She's
that,
a
legacy
legend.
or is
Nah,
that-
to be honest, yeah. What's that game called? Celebrity Heads or whatever it is? Oh no, not Celebrity Heads. You run like a celebrity name and then someone has to
Heads
ask a
Up?
question. What's that game
Oh
called?
no, it's definitely not heads
That
up.
type of thing, but yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, at work last week, we were playing that game, and my friend has Oprah
Oprah,
Winfrey, yeah. She's asking all these questions, and then she look at the back, she's like, I don't know who that is.
Actually?
Yeah, bro.
Might have to cut
Damn.
off that friend. Might have to cut off that
Yeah, I
friend.
really
That friend's been living under a rock.
Nah, but yeah, I was so shook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Interesting.
Oh damn, you all looked at me immediately, man.
And I would say like, nah, I can't see you to be honest
Yeah.
because the cameras.
I'll keep it kind of quick for mine. I've always had this dream of being able to kind of LeBron stole it from me, to be honest. But being able to create some kind of like an institute of something, right? Where it's like everything, it's a hub. Like if you want to have a podcast studio, it's there. If you want to have host lectures or events or like speeches or stuff, there's a lecture theater there. You want to have your sports, there's a sporting complex. There's meeting rooms. There's like photo shoot studios. Like just some kind of like some kind of an institute, right? where
I'm
it's
dead.
like,
Why is this something that I'm working on right now? Anyways.
we need to chat. We need to chat after this. You know what I mean? Like,
Is it free?
Like that. What? Honestly, if I could be able to somehow
Yeah.
create it that it is free, like
Within
for
$1
at
million.
that point-
Yeah.
with the 1 million. and the
$1
five-
to open up that space.
You know what I mean? Like being able to do that, it's like you can really learn and utilize the space to do whatever you need, like whatever it is you need to do. I don't know what kind of like caveat I'd add to it, where it's like maybe you have to
Great.
have some kind of a program and you achieve this thing, or
Yeah.
like in your school you achieve, because like it's not just gonna be a come down and just because it's here have fun, like that's cool and all, but you also ultimately want like reinvest back,
skills.
Yeah,
grow
for
into something,
sure,
bring that
for
back to the community. So like if I could ever create like
You
that,
can have investors. Let me not talk business. You actually can. You can have investors and like whatever you're producing on there. It's aligned with the investors. You can have the people that's graduating to work for the investors. You could have a return like
Possible.
Like that.
that, right?
look at us dreaming in that.
Not dreaming.
Okay,
reality.
We're
make it
doing
happen,
it.
make
It's doing. It's
happen.
happening.
This is one thing I try to like instill in my friends and like my team is that however you're speaking, it has to be present moment. It has to be like this is what I'm doing right now.
Daniel doesn't speak like that because he's not an Aquarius.
What's wrong with this guy?
But
Are you just the devil's advocate the whole time?
he's a good guy.
Good guy. That is interesting though.
But I like that. I do like
Yeah,
that.
that switch in terms of how you talk. For us, definitely as well, there's a lot of things like, let's do this, and let's like, bro, let's just actually do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it would be nice to this, it would be nice
Yeah.
to that, but then you actually start to research this,
action to
find out who, and you just
Exactly.
realize how quick, like, the snowball starts to grow as well, and things are starting to actually happen. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
that change
time-
is important. yeah.
Exactly, because time isn't linear. If you can just keep saying, "Oh, it's I'm gonna get to that," or something like when you're like, "It'll happen." When is that? It'll happen. Like, what's the actual time frame for that? You know what I mean?
You're not putting
You're
any of the
always
ingredients
you're
now.
always just talking future wise, and you don't know when this future is
Facts.
coming,
Yeah.
unless you've actually said, "I'm gonna complete this project at this time."
Yeah.
You know?
See, you get that mindset from reading a lot of books.
Yeah, hey, no cap.
I'm telling you.
Setting smart goals.
Yeah. Okay.
Define all the letters in smart goals now.
Yeah,
please.
go on.
S, measurable.
Wait, what's S? You just got to skip S.
Carry on.
T is timely.
You missed A.
And R.
And R.
And R. Realistic. Attainable.
That was A.
So good.
That was good. That was
Halfway
nice.
there,
That was nice.
halfway
What is
there.
the S actually?
Specific. You have to be
Specific, yeah.
That's it.
No, specific. Specific.
Hey, is A actually attainable?
Yeah.
Attainable.
Achievable or
It's
attainable?
Achievable.
Achievable,
yeah,
attainable,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, attainable. Specific. What's M? Measurable.
Measurable. That
What?
one.
I realized that doesn't even work, to be honest.
Saying smart goals.
I don't know. It did work for
Hey,
me.
you might have to write a book, buddy.
Literally.
There's another one. I forgot what it was. It'll come back to me. What are
Yeah.
you going to say?
I was gonna say, right, what kind of like life experiences, this can even go to us because we kind of have like similar mindsets when it comes to things like that as well. What kind of life experiences kind of bring you to that awareness of that kind of thinking or that kind of focus or outlook on life.
On that, I actually want to ask, do you have siblings or you're only child?
No, I'm a middle child.
Oh.
You know?
You seem like an only child, but maybe that's because I don't know you like that. And so,
What makes you say that?
I don't know. You have that.
To be honest, I got the
only
same vibe.
child,
Only
like,
child.
Really?
I don't know. What
Not
that
gonna
means.
lie, I went to
What?
primary school with you and I don't remember. Do you ever even go, bro?
Oh, damn. He doesn't know.
No, middle
Damn,
child
who
of
that?
3 girls.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You have sisters?
I have sisters.
And are you guys all like similar in terms of thinking?
No.
No?
I'm the only.
No way.
And that's why you got child energy.
You don't live at home, yeah?
No.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah. What was the question again? Sorry.
Yeah.
It was in relation to that.
Yeah.
I felt like, what's the thinking? That,
Yeah, kind of like
what's the experiences? that
what
gets you to
experiences
think?
bring you to that kind of a place where it's like this is the outlook and that kind of view or perspective on.
Oh,
on life and that
absolutely.
stuff,
Like
yeah.
after, so I moved out of 16. I moved out of home when I was 16. So after that, I was just very much like independent. I did everything by myself for myself, and that was to prove a point to that was to prove a point to my mother that I can do it with or without her. That was to prove a point to myself that, girl. No, the only accountability, you are accountable for your own life, right? And anything that happens to you, anything that happens is happening, like, you know, to you and for you, right? So whatever decision you make, it's gonna come back to you in whatever shape or form. That and also losing my grandma. After that, I was just the amount of regret I felt losing her was wild because it didn't, like, I was so consumed by my own problems during those times that I didn't realize that time is fleeting. I didn't realize that, gosh, like the people that I adore and love, and I say I adore and love, but like I haven't really actually dedicated time to. So I try to make sure that like whenever I speak, it's more so like I gotta get it done now, like right now. It's like whatever I want, I treat it like it's gonna be taken away from me, right?
Is that not
So-
traumatizing or like pressuring in any way in that kind of, you know, with that mindset? Or I mean, obviously it is a motivation, like a battery in your back to keep going, but does that not also like add some kind of pressure or
Like, is
like,
that a trauma response kind of thing?
A trauma response in a way. What do you mean?
I don't know. I just say words.
He's heard this phrase?
Oh my god!
In my head, I was like, he's so smart.
No, like, because it's like that's a traumatic thing to experience, and it's like from there, like, if is that being the motivation, I feel like can be either super healthy or super unhealthy. You know what I mean?
I'm
not trying to like
no,
what's the word?
not at all, not at all.
Therapize you, but yeah.
Therapize me.
No.
I don't want that pressure.
I'm not built for this.
He's like, I need therapy. No, what's it called? I guess I kind of swapped that narrative. It's like I'm using it for my own, like for my own purpose of good, right? So it's more so like, I don't know, like I feel like if you don't set a time frame for yourself, then no one's gonna, you're in charge of your own future. Like no one's gonna be there to like, you know, friends will be there, but like they won't understand it to the degree that you do, right? And you're in your own thoughts a lot. Yeah, so it's more, I've used it to my advantage. For sure, like times I'd be like, why am I so pressed? Like it's fine. Like, you know, no
Like,
one's
no one's-
actually,
yeah, no
no
one's
one's telling
checking.
me to do these things. But I'm an overachiever. And like when I set my mind to something, I get so obsessed where I will stay up until like 4 a.m. doing this task that no one's like put pressure on me to. But it's a thing that I've cultivated. Like it's a behavior that I've cultivated because everything is a learned behavior, right? So
I used to call this thing like, it sounds so corny, but I used to say it to a lot of friends that were also in a similar position. Like I feel like that's, you know, that's where we're at as well. I would be like, it sounds so corny that I say it on podcast. But it's like I used to call it the curse of the gifted. But in the sense
I love that.
Like,
Yes,
I was like, this is the curse of the gifted,
absolutely.
where it's like, I mean, everyone's gifted, obviously, but when you tap into that and like you actually recognize and want to utilize it, it now becomes that almost sometimes a burden because you're like, I know I can do this and I can achieve this. And now you put that pressure on yourself because it's like, if you don't, it's just so much more crippling.
Yes.
Because it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why didn't you? Why didn't
Yeah.
you aim for something you know you clearly could do?
Exactly.
Or something just beyond your reach that you know you probably could attain. And like that is a, no one's put that on us. No one's like put that kind of mandate or expectation on us, but it is just the awareness of like, I actually have this ability and capability. I need to like tap into that.
Yeah.
Because the opposite of that is like, no, I can't. I can't live in that kind of just that crippling state of not doing that thing.
No, for sure. I mean, whenever I look at my life, I'm just like, I've done a lot of shit. Like, I've done a lot. And what makes me think that I can't do this thing? Yeah. You know? So, like, sometimes I'm in a project and I'm just like, I reach a point where it's like, fuck, why can't I work this out? So I like to try to take myself away from the situation first. Like, look at it from a different perspective. I'll get another person's point of view. So I'm not like overthinking the situation. I'm not pressuring myself too much. So there's definitely a balance, because obviously you get stuck in a different, like a negative flow state where it's just all negativity and you're just your head's just telling you that, nah, this isn't gonna work. Right?
You never know until you try anyway.
Yes, exactly.
You gotta push your limits. Like, I remember I was at the gym.
Come on.
And I just put extra weight, and then I was like, bro, I don't think I can do this. You know what I mean? But I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah.
Somehow, you know.
You can do it.
And I was like, look, I had to double check. I had to count. And I was like,
no,
I'm not gonna say the number.
Yeah.
What's the number?
Jack is gonna be like, that's it.
No, but it's good for you. It's good for you.
For me, it was good. Yeah, because literally last week, I know I could do that. Maybe I could.
Yeah.
I just didn't test myself.
Exactly. And people get to this super comfortable state that they never, like, they don't want to step out of it, because it's like they get too scared of maybe it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
But you won't know that. And some people also go into things with already preconceived notion of how it's going to go. Like, for example, it's like, oh, tomorrow's going to be a busy day. Tomorrow I'm gonna be so tired because it's gonna be a busy day. It's like you've instilled that thought in your mind already. So that's how you're gonna live tomorrow, right? So yeah, I guess just go into it with just an open mind and just fucking do it. Just test yourself and challenge yourself. 100%. It's actually,
You can't be afraid of what other people are gonna think as well. You just gotta send it.
Exactly,
You know what
exactly.
I mean? Going back to that gym example.
Let me just tell you, I work out, you know.
He really wants us to know.
Bro, just stop vlogging it and show us.
No, listen. All right. Like, I can't be scared of what other people are gonna... Because if I fail, people are watching me. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, I just have to send it regardless of who's watching, who's not watching. You know what I mean? So,
definitely. Is that actually an insecurity for guys? Because I've heard guys before that's just like, I can't go into the gym yet because I'm not
I heard about that.
good, you know?
I'm like, that's why you go to the gym.
I'm not insecure, but I'm smart. Because it's like, if there's if there's a weight that I'm like... Because if I can't do this, the bar's on my neck.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I'm not thinking, that's true. But it's not that. It's like people watching you struggle with like 10 kilos aside. Yeah. Like that's...
like little weights?
Yeah, like little weights is like, brother, that's all you're struggling with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you get off and then the next guy comes out as like 20 aside.
Low key though,
you're like that.
The people at the gym that judge are never the guys that can lift 300 kilos.
I was gonna say
it's
that.
Never the
I was
like,
gonna
they
say
know
that.
what it takes.
Yeah, right.
But
and
it's
some
always
people
the guys that
who's
do.
attained to the whatever, you know, what look aesthetic that they have done it with shortcuts.
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
Or they have like a coach. It's like where you're over here busting your ass by yourself.
Yeah, Carlos, go you, bro.
Go Carlos.
Oh, thank you.
Bro, you better chill out over there, bro.
You're good with your 10 kilos. Don't worry about it.
Your 10 kilo biceps over there, bro. We love it.
Oh my god. That 10 kilo chest press.
Love that for you.
I wanted to ask you guys.
Yeah.
Is there a social issue or a common conspiracy that you just don't believe in?
Don't believe it.
Yeah. Like, is there something that it's a social issue or might be whatever? It could be healthcare. It could be guns. It could be whatever.
It's healthcare. I don't believe in healthcare.
Like, some people don't believe in universal health.
What do you mean they don't believe in?
Some people are like, no, we don't need universal health.
Okay, I was going to say, do you mean don't believe in as in don't support or just don't believe that it
or
is
just
in existence?
or just don't. Like, I'll give you mine, yeah?
All right.
So I do not believe that the world is overpopulated. And I don't think it ever will be.
Yep.
I think
Like
this
there's
is...
room
Yeah,
for
people
more.
talk about it all the time. Oh, my, overpopulation. I don't believe in it. Do I have genuine reason as to why I don't?
No.
No, not really. But it's just something I don't believe in.
Yeah.
There's so much space and we could do things more efficiently. I agree with that. But I don't believe people should start having less kids and all that kind of stuff.
No, but would they say that in particular countries?
They say that about globally.
Oh, that's all globally? Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, keep up, bro.
Yeah.
I thought they just talking about...
spending too much time in the gym.
Yeah.
just
World's getting
weights.
overpopulated, bro. Keep up.
I feel like yes and no. if it was easier to kind of migrate, that would be like a thing that could be solved. But certain countries like Philippines, it's way overpopulated. Like way over. Like you
believe
see,
that?
yeah, no,
Right.
you see like houses,
On
like
houses.
like
Yeah,
on
yeah,
houses,
yeah.
on
Yeah.
houses,
Yeah.
on houses.
Right.
Kids starving because their mom is literally out here producing way an exorbitant amount of kids.
Too many.
She can't feed,
Wow.
right?
That's
So
wild.
So you
go on.
No, you're right. There's space, but you can't like example middle of Australia. Like you just
Yeah,
can't
you-
start building houses there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Good.
yeah.
Like we're just not trying hard enough.
100%.
Like we're actually not trying.
I believe.
Like that's just what technology is.
Yeah.
So currently we don't have the resources then to
Or
be
we,
able
or
to
we just
supply
don't think
to
it's
a
worth
big
it
amount.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because
it's
like if
possible,
we
but-
because people would have said this years ago about having a car that's electric instead of
No, you're right.
You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
No, absolutely.
it's like we can't do that. But it's like no,
Yeah.
like we just haven't tried hard enough.
So they're just
So you're
yeah,
saying
they're
try
just not
harder.
trying.
Try harder, bro.
Push your limit.
Because think about Australia, like for example, Australia. Yeah, I acknowledge like Philippines, Brazil,
Nigeria.
Indonesia,
India.
Nigeria, insanely overpopulated in terms of high population density, right?
Yep.
Australia though is like 4% populated. It's literally just the coast,
Yeah.
right? We got so much
In the
empty
middle.
space.
Yeah.
What are we doing, guys?
But there's nothing there for people.
What are we doing?
There's nothing there yet.
Yeah, put things there.
It'll take
Wait, do we know who the new prime minister is?
Albanese.
Albanese.
Okay, thank God. I don't know.
Yo, he been quiet.
Hey, he sent a boat
No, he
back
hasn't
already.
been quiet.
Wasn't that first day?
He's been
Yep.
doing a lot of stuff.
Did I?
Like,
no,
yeah.
but I'm
I've
like,
been seeing him do a lot.
The only thing he did is he put the indigenous flags behind him. That's the only thing that he did, which is dope. Hey, I'm all for it. I love our First Nations people.
but what?
He's
But
making moves.
how is that the move
I
that
don't
we're
know,
like,
but
yes?
I've just been seeing him a lot, like doing a lot of
Seeing you a
press
lot is-
conferences. I think he went to America recently,
bro.
and
Okay,
he met
so
Joe
he's doing his
Biden
job.
and- yes, but he's actually doing stuff. We just don't.
What did
know.
he do when he was there?
I don't know. Shook his hand.
Because ScoMo did that
He went out
too.
for coffee, man. Trust, like he went for the vibes, bro.
You don't look into politics, none of that? No?
Not really.
Do you vote?
Bro.
Bro, no one wants to find.
I know.
Fortunately, there's a $200 fine to vote.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that because
Did
I was
you-
fined last
Did
year.
you
Damn.
actually? So sorry.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
It's like
Because you
never again.
didn't do a little. Right.
Did you vote properly this year, or was it kind of like whatever?
I just looked into all of the,
You did the
You chose
you know, the
survey.
green,
marijuana
the
party.
what? Who said that? I told you. No, I'm kidding. You know, animals, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You care about animals?
yeah, of
That's
course.
good.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
That's good.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna send you an episode. I'm
Why?
gonna send you an episode that we've done previously,
yeah, we're gonna
where
send
they
you an
show all
episode.
the love they have for animals. But
I don't believe in animals. No, I believe in animal rights. I believe in treating
Can we
them well.
swap?
I believe in treating them well,
Okay.
but I would never prioritize them over a human, like by any means. If it was my own pet, I wouldn't prioritize it. Never, ever in my whole
Are you
life.
vegetarian or vegan?
Oh yeah,
Or
you knew
anything
that.
like that?
No.
Good. She's on default settings.
No. I'm not those things, but
You can respect
also
those things.
yes,
Yeah,
I
I
respect
agree.
those
I
things,
agree.
but I'm not gonna go over here and just like start hunting animals.
Yeah.
Right? Because with chickens, we reproduce them. Like it's an actual
System.
system. Like we don't just go to the where their natural ecosystem and take them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's actually
Yeah.
true.
So it's a little bit
You
different.
mass creating.
Yeah. Chickens.
But
Whereas
even-
if you go to a forest and start hunting deers, and I have a problem with that.
But I like how sustainable that is. Like if I
chickens
hunt
or
a
the
deer
deers?
and then I take it and then I cut it. Oh, deer's a bit weird, but like let's say like ducks, right? And then I go take the duck and then I tidy it up, cook it, all that kind of thing. I feel like it's very sustainable of me.
Wait, sustainable how? Please. You
What do
lost me. You
Because
lost
like
me.
I didn't just do this for fun. Like, I didn't just hunt for fun. Like I hunted for
Oh, you're
food.
saying
For
you're hunting
food.
because
Yeah.
you're hungry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then it's like the amount, how many ducks less would die? Did you hear what I'm saying?
Wait, wait, wait.
Do you hear what I'm
wait,
saying?
Wait,
I'm making sense, yeah?
Wait, hold on, wait. So what are you saying?
Because Because you're
And
saying
you
like
said
it's,
just go
it's
count
weird to
one.
just go hunt.
Oh, you said go hunt the like for what you. You said
His voice went high.
So
I'm
you're
so
saying
glad
go
you took the
hunt-
pressure off me.
wait. So you said go hunt for what you need,
Yeah.
Okay.
and not
Like
okay.
if I
If you
go,
need one,
I
you go
kill a
one.
cow,
Senseless.
instead of
then
like 10.
cut it up, and then we eat that cow.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
the next day you need more cow. So
No, a good cow lasts you 6 months, bro.
Damn.
I can feed the whole community. What do you say?
Yeah, true.
This is mad.
Well-
This is trust. I'm in the same boat as you right now.
Yeah,
Same boat as you.
yeah, no, you lost me, bro.
All right, but yeah, are there any causes or anything that you guys don't care for? We'll cut that whole bit out. Throw it in the bin.
I'm really like,
How did we even get there?
Yeah, you
what point are we proving?
what is
What is going on?
Okay, what else is there?
That water
Gosh.
tasted good. Just yeah, good drink.
I was parched.
He was trying to dig himself out. He's like,
Please help.
Bro, none of us threw our hand to help, bro. Oh my days, man.
Okay, what else?
What was your original question that you
Is
asked
there
us?
any like
Yeah.
social issues
Yeah.
or common
Alright, that was
conspiracies?
such a good question, and you started doing all
Yeah.
of that.
all that?
or any common conspiracies they don't care for?
All right.
You don't
don't
care or
believe in or
don't,
whatever.
don't believe in? Yeah.
Conspiracy not believing.
Or a social issue?
Social issue I believe in pretty much like
All
there
right.
are all of these different problems. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like they come from somewhere for the most part. Like, yeah. I don't know. But when it comes to a conspiracy, there has to definitely be something
Some
that
kind
is
of
like,
truth behind it. Yeah.
no, even that everyone believes, and I'm like, nah, that has to be capped for sure.
Like what?
That's what I'm thinking right now, man. Like, I don't believe from a scientific basis, this ain't a conspiracy, but like this just came to my head randomly that was 70% water. Something like that. I'm like,
We.
yeah. In my head,
great-
I'm like, how do I conceptualize that? Being someone who did study biomed at the same time as well, I'm still like, what the heck do you mean? Is it 70? Is that what we generally
That's
say?
what they say.
Yeah.
That we're generally 70% water is our composition.
I'm willing to
Our body.
contest that too.
Now we're just fighting science. at
No,
this
because
point.
like, why don't you just hear swish 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 when you walk?
We've lost our cred. We've lost our cred, bro.
Smack
how
your belly
much?
and you'll hear
Like
it.
since you studied biomed,
Oh,
how
no.
much percentage
Allegedly.
of
Allegedly.
water
Yeah.
is in our blood?
In our actual blood? I don't know the percentage wise, but I'm going to just go out and say 10%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then our lungs is quite
I hope there's no water in your lungs.
not water,
Not
but
inside
like
the actual sacs, but
yeah. There's
sac.
definitely like to obviously keep it
that'll be mucus though.
Yeah.
Tip
Moist.
Yeah.
moist. There would be like condensation since like we're the
Breathing.
air
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all
yeah,
of those
yeah.
things.
So we warm it up and everything like that.
Yeah.
Trust, these guys always like look at me funny when I bring on my biomed stuff, but it's
No,
so
no,
interesting.
I'm so
I-
bad at this stuff, but I find it interesting. Like,
I
genuinely
find
interesting.
anything
It's
interesting.
crazy, this stuff.
How about your brain?
How much
I'm
is
just
in
gonna
the
keep
brain?
asking questions.
How about your
Look, yeah.
How about your
I
limbs?
studied to pass the exam. Yo, the memory I remember stuff when it comes to reproductive biology or
Okay.
like this guy. Reproductive biology or like our physiology a little bit more. But when it actually how much water is in our brain kind of comes down to physiology.
80% apparently.
80% of
80%.
what?
Well,
The
there
body
you
or the
go.
brain?
body?
Brain.
Oh,
So the
80%.
body is 60%.
60, there we
Our
go.
blood is 90%.
Damn.
And then our
Yeah,
brain.
inverse. Yeah, 10%. I meant the opposite. Yeah, I meant the flip. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Otherwise, how would we run it?
You're really sick.
Bro, that's a blood clot if it's 10%.
Other fluids, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, apparently the brain is like if you were to lift it with your bare hands, it would just like fall through
Yeah.
your
Oh,
fingers.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it's
I've
quite
heard that too.
moist.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
hate
lot,
that
man.
word.
I love that.
That word just doesn't work anymore.
Moist.
What else is there?
Conspiracies. What else is going on crazy in our world?
I was gonna say alien.
You don't
believe in
aliens?
them?
I don't know, man.
Y'all
It's a
ain't
tough
getting
one.
along
Actually,
anymore.
how about the ocean? Because it's only been like ventured like what 5% or something. We've only
yeah,
seen
they
5%
say
of the
If
it's
it's
ocean.
5,
Knows
then I'm
any of it.
shook because that's a
If it's-
problem.
Yeah.
We know more about outer space than the ocean.
No,
Yeah, they say
exactly.
that, yeah.
More
Maybe
about- Nah, whoa.
Maybe that's something I don't believe
More
in.
about
then.
outer space than ocean.
Maybe I don't believe that we know more about what's going on under the water than we do about space.
Yeah.
Maybe they do, and we're just not allowed to find out.
Moon landing. What do we think?
I believe it was.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I believe
like
in
like,
that.
come on, bro.
That's
Like,
one.
it's not that far.
Yeah.
That one's not too far fetched.
Yeah, that's okay. Like,
Believable.
Maybe the thing is like, maybe America wasn't the first to, but someone's been to the moon for sure.
Yeah.
And many times after that, surely right?
It's not that far, bro. I can
Surely.
see it, bro. Like,
Like all these rockets that we'll be seeing take off. Like I'm sure they're not just going and parking
Around the other side of it. I got him.
It's like, for what reason?
You know what I mean?
Why'd you
Like,
do that?
surely they end up making it. You know what I mean? So
It's one that I believe in. I think it's wild. Oh yeah, like you know how like Tupac, Michael Jackson, you have all these people who say they're actually not dead and that they've seen them, you
They're
know,
in Cuba.
somewhere on like an island and stuff like that. Yeah, those people, you just what? No, nah. Like how?
He's
How's
like,
that
I've seen
even?
them.
just drop a new single, man. Come on.
Like, what would be the reason
Yeah,
for them to just
It's a
fake
great,
their
it's
death?
a great
and then,
point. It's a great point.
Yeah,
Maybe it's just to
what
get
is
out of the
actually the
limelight.
reason? But then,
It's a lot of
like your family, would their families know that they're still
To
alive?
try make all your family keep up that lie. though,
Yeah,
as
that would
well.
be hard.
I mean, Kylie kept her pregnancy a secret.
that is true.
Let me not bring the Kardashians. Why do I even know that?
Do you watch? Do you keep
No.
up? Oh, damn.
hey guys, let's not just act like it's not a great show.
It's a great show.
It's a great show,
It's a great
guys.
show.
very entertaining.
Very
You love it too, yeah?
Yeah, not bad, not
Say
bad.
less, say less.
Not bad.
I've watched the new season on Disney Plus and all that, yeah, but we'll tap in after. Yeah. Damn, I sound like a fiend.
That's his guilty pleasure. Mine is Working Moms. Do you watch that show?
I don't know why you like what
Wait, that's
It's a
weird.
new-
That's
It's very weird. It's very weird for who I am.
Right.
Did you watch Yummy Mummies as well?
No, that's not me.
That one was good.
Is that
Is
a
it Yummy
thing?
Mummies?
what's a mom? Like, what's going on here? Is there a fetish that we need to know about?
Eyebrows up here. Oh my god. You did mention about the like who said the limelight, like the pressure of the limelight and things like that. Yeah, it was you, Divina. Yeah. Does that fear come into play when it comes to what you're doing now as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because obviously, yeah, go.
I get to a point where it's like, ew, am I doing this to be like adored, to be seen? Like, that's why I have like instances where I just post to my close friends and not like
You know.
out into the universe, the world, or my followers. Because I'm like, is the main purpose, am I losing my message by putting certain things up as opposed to just like, or is it just like, am I just posting it just to post? Or am I posting it just to, get an instant gratification that my existence is valued or something like that? It's definitely something that, yeah. Because like I said, like sometimes I do need breaks because I'm like, I need to just like actually sit and like understand why am I posting what I'm posting? Like sticking to a narrative of like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Have you ever? Sorry. Have you ever
Man's getting
taken
choked up.
like a paid ad that you weren't like really feeling the product or anything?
Wait, ad. No. Yeah, I've used everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say less.
No, I asked that because I know this other girl in Melbourne that does similar stuff to what you do, and like I knew her quite closely. She was a close friend of a family member of mine.
Yeah.
And this girl like was full promoting some like laser hair removal place and all this kind of stuff. She's like, this is the best place, all this kind of thing. But she's one of those like Asian girls that doesn't actually grow any hair on her body. And she's even like told this family member of mine like, oh, I've never shaved in my life, never waxed, never nothing.
Oh, that's
And
terrible.
yeah, which I was like, that's very interesting. Like,
Doing it for
Yeah.
the bag.
yeah, like
Yeah.
some part of me is like, I can't fault her if they paid like 2,000 or whatever. But then part of me is also like, how many times can you do that? Where I'm like,
No, I don't. I feel like an internal conflict when things like that happen. Like when certain brands like approach me and I'm just like, nah, actually, it doesn't align. Like I want to make sure that I'm coming from a place of genuinity because once word comes out that, oh, you don't actually, it's just like you start to be viewed as like,
sell out.
yeah.
You lose that credibility.
Yes, the credibility. That's the word. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
like that. So you're not losing yourself along the way.
Yes.
That's
Yeah. It's a constant introspection that I do have to like, do or like, yeah.
Is that hard to do when the bag is good?
Nah, because you can get bag anywhere. Like, money
Tell
is
us.
is
Tell
not a
us
limit.
where.
She got that quote from Richest Man in Babylon.
Oh,
For real. Master Key to Riches actually is another good book. Let me just stop plugging books now.
read some books,
Wouldn't it?
man.
You'd think it'd be easier because, like you said, you're trying to put more of yourself out there as well. So it's like once you do start actually putting like, this is my personality, this is what I like, you'd attract those companies that you'd hope that you enjoy their products too. So it's like, let's just say, yeah, you like to read books. You're going to attract you know, companies that are like, oh, hey, can you please, you know, do reviews on this book, or companies that kind of align to it. You'd hope that, you know, a company that is completely like far right to far left to what you believe in or what you would approach you. So I think, yeah, that idea of like actually putting yourself out there, your personality, like, this is me, I'm Divina, this is what I like, these are the things that interest me. And then that would, you know, attract those companies to come to you as well.
Yeah. Honestly, yes, absolutely. That point is a great point, but at the same time, the companies come to you because you have an engagement, that influence, right? So if your influence isn't great to the current, you know, audience that you have, because they feel like, wait, who the heck is who am I following? Like when they start seeing posts of me talking about, like, especially like when I was going through, like, started posting about like queer events that I was at, they did not understand what the hell I was doing. Like they were like, what ball? What are you performing? And like when I started putting up like queer, just nuances of queerness, they're just like, wait, so you're lesbian? It's like, why is that even the part of the question? Apologies. But yeah, it's just like people just get used to you being one thing, and they can't seem to digest that you have other facets. So
It's tough, man.
That's so interesting, man. I think that's what we are. Like, we just expect you to be this, and then
Right.
you post something else. We're like,
yeah,
this is not you.
yeah,
It's like,
and
nah.
that's in like personal life, or even in your friends, when they start acting different, or like when they're, especially for example, when you start getting into something new, so you have this weird feeling that you can't talk about it to certain friend groups because they won't get you like that, right? So you have to put different faces on different crowds. So I guess treating your audience just one of the other faces that you put on can also be like a thing that you can implement as an influencer, I guess.
So is it something you just have to like force? Like you just have to force it upon people?
What do you mean?
Like in terms of like, if I'm going to lose followers, I'm going to lose followers. Like I don't care type of situation.
I'm liking the losing followers thing, because it means that my branding is changing and it's working, right? It's working that my branding is like, okay, this is what I am, this is what I represent. You're not seeing boobs as much because that's not what I'm about anymore.
It's kind of nice because then you're filtering your followers
Right.
to people that are actually interested in you as an overall package.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. Exactly.
What do you want your brand to be? Like when people say Divina, I was like, what do you want them to think of?
As just a I can never say that word. Disciplinary individual who is just capable of so many things. And just a person who's beautiful, but is more than just beauty. It's just my brain is bigger.
I like that.
That's what's up.
The thing about the culling is funny though, because recently we had a TikTok that went kind of nice. We were talking about the Aussie phrases and slangs, right?
Yeah.
And then a bunch of like Aussies like followed us. Like I'm talking white Aussies, right? They all followed us.
Man,
Started like commenting, sharing it.
Jumped out by like 250.
What?
Like
the followers, jump crazy, right?
Jumping,
And then I'm just like, yo, I'm so scared to put up this next F.
Right.
So I'm like,
it's a thing.
They're gonna be like, what is this?
Yeah.
Man, I didn't sign up for this.
It's
What are you
wild.
talking about? Self-development. or culture. What do you mean hip-hop? You know what I mean? I'm like,
What do you mean hip hop?
Do you guys want to see the video that actually blew me up?
yeah. Say less.
Oh, nah, you guys dumb, bro. What's wrong with you all?
Wait, what?
I
You know, I
can't.
didn't know you were at Eager. Like, I saw you after that.
Really?
Like, we could have met again at Eager. I didn't know you were at
That's
Eager. We were there
wild.
doing our thing. I did not see you.
Oh my
I think because I was
god.
backstage. And then I look at videos and stuff after. I was like, bruv, this girl was gone.
Center stage.
Yo, missed everything.
I was.
I was
Yes,
like,
center
when did
stage,
I-
that
when did I
part.
miss this?
Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah.
was the video posted on TikTok or?
No, it was just like through Reels, and it got like 5.4 million views. It's just literally me doing a voiceover. No, lip syncing. Like it was just.
I'm a 10. A 10?
Sorry. Okay. Internet.
That's like flawless though. Yeah,
I'm going to have to put this over it. I'll put it on as well.
Yeah, but just this, literally, just because like they saw a pretty girl, and all of these like men just started following. I'm just like, shit. Now I'm expected to be one thing and one thing only. So it was like, and then I started acting according to what I was expected to be. And then I was just, this internal conflict is like, ew, but I'm not that person. Like I'm not, I mean, I am that person. That's a part of me, but that's not all I am. Right?
Man, that's crazy. Imagine she goes picnic the next day, uploads picnic photos.
That's
She gets
actually
replies
what
like,
I did.
Yo, where's all the videos though?
That's what I did, and I lost 200 followers. But you know,
People are so weird, man.
people are weird. It's like, it's honestly like social media is all about psychology, like the understanding of people. So
It's actually crazy because you can still, not you personally, but like people can use that to their advantage though. Whereas if they really want to like blow up like crazy, obviously not putting
Yeah.
values or anything into place, they can actually do that.
they can,
continue to
and
play
that's
into
what
that.
people do
Dude,
from
yeah.
LA do,
Yeah.
right? Like just collecting clout. That's it.
Yeah.
People get paid just to do clout, just to have clout.
It's so hard to
There's
do
no
something.
longevity though. in that.
Yeah,
No,
that's
there
what
I think
isn't.
there's
You-
genuinely
There
no
isn't,
longevity.
and
in
that's,
that.
and your security in yourself
Is
is
fickle.
highly, yeah. It's highly like, yeah.
And then when you get there, and then you try to do something with that, people are gonna say that's not you, bro.
Right, exactly,
Yeah, that's not you.
exactly.
Yeah.
It is dope. Like, I mean, it's sick that you've been able to create or utilize that space for you. There was a research paper that was put out, kind of talking about how social media has really influenced human thinking in such a drastic way. Why are you laughing? Bro? This guy.
I would hate when people start a sentence with "there was a research paper that was put out."
No, it was proper dope. Like, I'll send you guys
actually
the
love this,
podcast
please.
afterwards. It was super sick. Like, they really broke it down in terms of
Yeah.
like just how even they brought it down. They were talking about it in context of like radicalizing American voters and stuff like that, and how far left and far right end up becoming the same people, but like they're I wrote down some points on this, man. But that's the kind of like avenue that they were kind of talking about it from, how like social media has influenced human thinking when it comes down to the voting and like the political or social kind of standards and things like that. But I'm like, it's so sick how you've been able to utilize that space or social media to be able to create something for yourself, that kind of a brand, and be able to build something or some kind of a platform and take it somewhere as well, right? But I'm like, how much kind of like policing or management do we need to like bring, or like frameworks rather, into like exactly how social media happens or how it goes? Because I'm like, I feel the direction that things head in terms of how we think or how we start to view people, how we believe that we're entitled to anything we want to say and like treat people on social media. Like, there is no real like framework or like policing behind that. I'm like, are we heading towards a scary place with this social media thing, or are we going to see more people utilize it in the way that you are to beautify or bring like great things out of it? I'm like, I don't know what direction like we're really heading with in the future and things like that as well. Like, and we saw that like when it comes down to human thinking, we saw that with the whole like Johnny Depp case with Amber Heard as well. That was blasted on. So it was a reality
It's crazy
TV.
to me how many people were like, "I'm following this whole case just off TikTok."
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like people were
yeah.
watching the whole thing play out just through TikTok.
So in my mind, I'm like, are we desensitizing these very important issues
Moments
or
and-
very important moments or things just because we're able to consume things
Quickly.
easily, where things are very accessible?
Yeah.
Like, how many people are utilizing it for like your kind of a benefit to create things, or like literally to like how many people are being influenced rather by social media and the landscape that we've created? I'm like, I wonder what direction we're really kind of like heading in with it about.
Yeah.
It's
No,
tricky.
you're right. Because even when people do good things, it has to be like taken. Like it has to be videoed and to show that, hey, I'm actually doing good things. Like, why can't you just do it just to do it?
Yeah.
Right?
Or even like building something from it. How many people are even like properly doing that? I wonder how many people are utilizing it that way. Like for us, we're like, all right, we'll be sick to actually have a great following, but it's like because we want to create a production agency. We want
Yeah.
to create a company behind
really
this.
add value to people's
We want to
lives.
we want to be able to say, oh, you have a dream, you have a vision, but we can do that for you because we have that push, we have that influence now. But I'm like, so many people are, rather than trying to influence the space, are being influenced by it instead of themselves. I'm like, I wonder what humans going to look like in a couple of years.
There's
you know
always
what I
gonna
mean?
be two sides to it, to be honest.
Has to be. Has to be.
Even with that example where it's like people are gonna be like, "Oh, why are you videoing that? Why don't you just do it?" And then
Yeah.
other people are gonna be like, "Wow, that is so cute."
Yeah.
You know, so people are
Yeah.
gonna appreciate that. And some people are gonna be like, "Yo, why are you doing that?"
Yeah. But
know?
again, it comes down to the intention. Like, why
Yeah.
are you actually videoing it?
Yeah.
Are you videoing it because you want to showcase, you want to like inspire other people to do it, or that, you know, there is still good in the world, or are you just showcasing to be admired?
100%.
You know what I mean?
Us as the audience, we'll never know that. That's
That's
the
true.
problem. You know,
It's
like
true.
I could do something. It's like, yo, you know, know, this is the first time I'm doing this. This is the first time I'm recording that. You know, so I'm actually, you know, I should care. But the 5 million people watching, they don't know me.
Yeah.
So they will never be like, oh, he's actually doing it because he actually cares. It's like, oh, he's doing it
True.
for clout. Oh, brother, just do it.
Yeah.
Without videoing it. So
Yeah.
it's all going to be two-sided to these things.
No, you're right.
The world is crazy. So we'll never know, Daniel, man.
Huh?
That's the answer to your question. We'll
Well,
never
we'll
know.
find out though, man.
You ready?
Because
Yeah.
this is what
We
we're
will.
gonna, we're gonna literally find out how this really does frame us, how it frames, you know, children to come, you know, generations after us, because we're gonna be able to witness that kind of stuff. Because
You're right. We're actually at that age.
Yeah, we're not young
Yeah.
anymore. I really know.
I mean, I ain't seen you in 10, 11 years. That's 11 years that we've grown as well. We've added that on our lives.
Wild.
Okay? Yeah, we've grown up now. It's messed up.
No, it's not because we're actually like that stage where there's generations are it's incompat. I can never say that word again. Like it's it.
Nah, that, I don't, yeah, I don't think that was
I was going to say something. I said, sure, let me help. I'll try.
It's overlapping.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
like we're just ending a new generation, like
Yeah.
a old generation. We're starting a new,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like it's so weird sometimes. When I used to work at a medical clinic, outside of the cosmetic clinic.
Wait, what?
That was a different one.
Wait, how do you fit that one?
I used to work at an IVF clinic. Yeah,
As a
I've lived a
nurse.
lot of lives as a doctor.
I saw you live like 10 lives, bro.
Wait.
As a
Is
what?
she joking or serious, bro? What's happening?
Piss off,
here?
bro.
She's joking.
Hey, what kind of scammer did we bring on?
Wait, you joking?
As a what?
No, this is a receptionist. It's
I was gonna say,
That
Bro,
was
it's
very
just
brilliant.
He's like guy in the States, Dr. Lavo.
Bro, that guy with the glasses, yeah.
Hey, yo, but I actually did a hair transplant one time.
Oh,
Come
really?
on.
How'd it go?
We were talking about that. Or we were talking about what
We'll
I
talk
was
about
saying?
you first. You're the guest.
What was I up to? Oh
Worked at
yes,
medical clinic.
Worked
No,
at
but what was
medical
the
clinic
point?
And
Receptionist,
and
Generations.
generations.
generations. Yes.
Overlap.
Whenever they
Yeah.
do come and they tell their age, I'm just like, yo, what? You were born 2000 and you're what? How old? 22? Like it doesn't calculate.
nah, this is-
I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
People came in for IVF at 22 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Fair enough. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
gotta
Like,
send
life is moving. We're moving. Like
Yeah.
this is a whole
It
new.
is.
We're not grasping like the gravity of it because it just seems like this is always what happens at these points in times in history. Like we don't think something's too crazy or too deep, and then we realize, oh snap, this impacted in a crazy way. Industrialization and things like that. When we were all now like workers and factories, all that kind of stuff. We're like, great, let's do this, man. Look at this change that's happening. This is awesome. Damn it. Now we have, crazy greenhouse gases and
Yeah.
apparently the global warming, this, that, ozone layer, everything. It's like we don't realize until afterwards.
Like who's actually in charge of looking into the future for these things?
Apparently the government, I don't know. Albanese.
Wild.
we trusting them with our future, innit?
But it's mad, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, when
Yeah.
you think about that, I'm just like, yeah, I really want to, I'm very curious to see where this kind of like leads or where this goes and just what the impact on
It's funny though because we have so much access. Like we've never lived at a time where we have this much access to knowledge, but we just don't know what to look up.
Yeah.
Like what do I Google?
Too many options.
Yeah.
Right.
It's too many options,
It's
yeah.
a paradox of just like an over there's
Saturated.
so much knowledge and when we put it to the government, like why isn't this being sorted out? Like but again, ask ourselves like why aren't we implementing these changes?
So mad.
There's too many options out there, bro. Even like when picking out the book, how do you even choose what book to
Which
read
one,
next? You know what I mean? I will struggle with that. Like when I'm going to buy a new book, I'm like,
same.
what the? Yeah?
Carl's like, how many pictures does this one have?
I'm looking for anything under 10, under 100 pages.
Where's the stickers page?
You know the one with the pictures in this thing? The house?
I'm dead.
Good books. Trust, don't sleep on them.
Oh man, I mean, you did say you have nowhere to go after this, or like nowhere pressing to go, but we do
Yeah.
have to respect the time as well.
No, you're
But,
good.
Like, what is being worked on? Like, what can you share that like people can be like, ah, this is what Divina's about, and this is what I can like tap into and like kind of get behind or like follow.
Okay. Well, get behind an NFT because I'm working on a project right now.
You know, talk to us a bit.
Yeah,
about
yeah. So working on a project right now. I'm the one of the models to produce like I think it's 60 images, and they're charging X amount per images. And right now I'm part of a team, like partnering up with them to understand what NFT is about and like how we can get our, because obviously the value, and like it's an NFT will fail if like there's not many people behind your project, right? And like you're not getting so just understanding that. So I'm going to be a model for that. So that's coming. The company is called Galleria & Co. Yeah. So I'm going to be modeling for them. Just an understanding of like just showcasing and like celebrating a woman's body.
That's awesome.
Why is NFT the space that you've tapped into now as well?
Because that's the future, right? That's the future. Cryptocurrency is literally the future. And what makes NFT different to
Future's
like
looking a bit bleak for us right now.
no, get behind it. Like actually look.
I have got behind cryptocurrency.
You have.
It did not get behind me, bro. It gave it to me, bro.
Did. What happened? Actually, tell me.
I lost $5,000 on Dogecoin.
Did you jump on because
No,
of
I
the clout?
don't. No.
The
So
way
I
he
jumped.
defended himself.
I can show you. I had bought when it was at 8 cents.
Yeah, you actually
How
bought
did you
good
lose
side.
5,000?
Because I bought
More
like
than that at this point.
550 or something dollars at 8 cents, right? And it jumped up quite a bit. And then when it was like at 17 cents, I bought some more. And then when it was at like 30 cents, and then 88 cents and 98 cents I bought. And then it all the way down. But 88 cents I put in 2,000, 98 cents I put in another 2,000.
Did
And
you
that's
do
what
that
I-
out of like
Yeah.
strategy or like
Huh?
greed?
My strategy was greed.
Get in, get out. Literally.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah,
Those
but
kilos,
yes,
right?
yeah. But it is the future. Like still, I think it will still will lift up.
100%. You'll find a
Probably
way.
like do a little bit more research.
I do not.
Yeah?
All that stuff is interesting. And we definitely need to, even if it's not understand it to get involved, but understand its value and realize how it can impact your own life now as well.
Oh,
And
it
then at
will.
least you're more informed
Yeah.
on the decisions that you make, rather than just like, okay, I can't even bother understanding it.
Yeah.
Or I don't see the worth or the value in it. No, but everyone else does, so it's gonna come back like to impact you.
Facts.
Like you might have been the guy still saying, "Nah, man, I can give you this bag of wheat, and that means you can give me an axe." But now everyone's starting to use coins. Your bag of wheat is nothing at this point.
Yeah,
You've got to get on board
No,
with these
literally.
coins. You know what I mean?
Literally. Like
So-
can I say that? The drug dealers are getting into cryptocurrency, so y'all need to.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, facts.
One bag for a couple of crypto.
No, literally.
Yeah?
Yeah, because
Damn.
it's becoming a cashless society. I don't know if you guys
it's
know
actually
this.
the smartest way to transfer it
Yeah.
at that point because everything's going to be traced.
That's mad. What else you tapped into? That? Like, what else is like working
drug
on
dealers.
projects to come?
Maybe that's how I get my money.
No, yeah. What else?
No,
is,
I'm playing.
I was scared that you were one of those girls that like gets flown out to Dubai.
I do.
Wait.
Ooh.
Wait.
He
Like,
was so shocked.
He was like,
did you see the video that went viral recently?
no,
Oh.
what happened? Wait, what
Don't
video?
bring it
Actually,
Because I
I
thought
want to
like
know.
I was like, God
no.
forbid she's like one of those
Soft
girls, like
serve?
for your sake. Yeah.
Wait,
It's
what
like
happened?
because have you heard like Instagram models and stuff like influencers being like flown out to Dubai by these rich guys, and then like they just want to like do whatever they want with them, but it's
That's
like because the bag is right. There was a video in the viral of like someone else say it, bro.
Essentially,
Did they shit on their face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
mouth.
Oh, I was hoping that
It
was
was
not
so
what.
bad.
But it was a soft serve.
Huh?
It was soft serve.
Continuous.
consistency.
It was
And
like it was like
soft.
as if they didn't
Yeah.
like shit for like 17
Oh my god,
weeks.
I feel sick. Please.
It was so
no.
much.
No.
It was a nice olive green.
No.
So gross.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
so
like, it was
very
It was
No.
matcha
disturbing.
flavor, bro.
Right, it was
Please,
matcha flavor. And I definitely saw one corn kernel as well.
Come on, man.
But that's mad, yeah.
But yeah,
come on,
I was like, for your sake, I really hope you're not like, because I was like, what does she do?
Yeah, you're confused. Yeah.
But she travels a lot.
Which is nice. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, you were living a movie on the trip you went. Where'd you go? You went to
Thailand?
Thailand. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
yo, maybe because I just also need a trip. I went on a trip in Jan, but I need another one. I'm like, yo, okay, I'm in that space now. I need a holiday. But that being like enjoyment, I'm like, yeah, this is
I
what's
needed
up.
that.
Enjoyment.
I always do this though. I just before winter, I have to like just fly somewhere.
Get you through the winter essentially as well.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
facts.
To like relive through my gallery.
You going anywhere soon?
Yeah, in August I'm going to Philippines. Yeah, but what else am I doing? So the company I'm starting is the Matriarch, as I specified before. Artists. So with that one, I'm gonna be opening up a warehouse thing. That's actually where your idea was. Not your idea, but it was my idea. But it sounded like
You stole it.
Yes. Your idea sounded like my idea. So the whole thing was like having a podcast station, a beauty station, and like a rehearsal, a photo shoot place there as well. So it's just like a one-stop shop where artists can come in to get everything done, right? So like
all that kind of stuff.
no,
can
seriously,
release everything,
yeah. So they can rehearse their performances, stuff like that. And also like it'll be a 2-story thing. So there's gonna be the management
Standard, has to be.
upstairs. Yeah. So that and I also run my own business as a lash business. So I do lashes as well. So that's my bread and butter.
Yeah. Oh, word. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Doing your thing.
Thank you.
Sure.
Sick,
Yeah.
man.
Aquarius, is that what it is?
Aquarius, like
yes,
with a Leo
Still
though. So you
thinking
gotta be.
about it. Yeah. Gosh,
Yeah.
get it right.
Come on now.
Don't be rude.
I don't know these things,
Are
guys.
you
I'm
rude?
learning.
Rude, you're cancelled and you're acting like a real Gemini.
Oh.
Please, this
Bro, no
guy.
can fit in any situation, I swear, man. This guy will make it work somehow. It says the right buzzwords. Bro. Oh, man. We will let you go.
Yeah, this is
But
fun.
I guess, lastly as well, has that independent life been living at home? Essentially
Out of home.
since 16?
Yeah,
Since
since
16.
16.
Since then till now?
Yeah.
Okay. How's that been?
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I have 2 cats, so they're my babies. Yeah, but it's amazing. I get to like
Damn,
walk
cats
around
don't show
naked,
the love back, though.
you know, stuff like
So we
that.
say, wait, run that back.
Wait, yeah, what did you say?
I just get to wake up, walking around naked.
Oh, I actually
You know?
didn't hear what you said. This guy was talking about cats don't love you back.
No, my
But
cats
fair.
love me. They do.
That is a good perk of living alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. And I never have to be concerned about like anyone coming home and walking in me.
That's
Out, like
sick, yeah.
But do you have windows?
I do.
Are they open?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm just like. I'm kidding.
Your neighbors are never moving.
Increase the
I'm double it.
It's their fault for looking in anyway, so.
Precisely. First of all, it's my home.
Exactly.
I can act
That's
whoever I
hilarious.
please. No. But yeah, it's amazing. It's
That's
amazing. For sure. And it gives me that sense of purpose as to, you know, who else is going to pay the fucking rent?
Yeah, you gotta make it happen.
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
I can't believe
So
we
it's
moved
good.
at 16. At 16, we were just playing Uno at 5 a.m.
It wasn't by choice.
Bro, we weren't even able to do that yet.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. That was after high school, we're doing that.
Our parents said you're not going out at 16.
Yo,
Yeah.
I was doing methods, bro. Yeah,
Facts.
literally. Nah, that's sick. Hey, honestly, shout out to you.
Yeah.
It's been fun, even for me, like being
Yes,
able to
it
just hear
has.
what you've been up to and like
Thank
what
you
you've
for
been doing as
jumping
well.
on.
I'm sure
Actu-
people them love
Yeah,
it too.
I actually just want to just to wrap up because like we've heard a lot about you and it's been enlightening. I guess I wanted to just ask like, are you happy or like satisfied with where you're at
That's a
right
good
now?
question.
That's a
Yeah.
really
'Cause I
good
know
question.
you
Very
said-
simple, but that's a good
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know you
that's
said
a
you've
really
got a
good
lot to
question.
come, but like
Yeah.
in terms of where you are right now,
No.
no.
Nuh-uh. I'm not happy yet.
Oh,
I've got a lot of things I gotta get done. I mean, I'm happy in the sense that I'm doing the things that I want to be doing, but not fulfilled. Maybe that's the right word. Fulfilled in terms of like I haven't reached those things yet.
I
Yeah.
want to settle.
got a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, that's going to make you get comfortable.
Exactly.
and not
The comfortability
progress.
to me
Yeah.
is dangerous. Like once I get comfortable, I'm just like, nope, this is too familiar. I need to like challenge myself.
Do your friends
Yeah.
tell you that you get comfortable? You're getting comfortable? Or?
No.
No?
Because I'm always moving, and they're always just like,
Trying to keep
like,
up.
yeah, they're always
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
true.
what are you
Oh,
doing?
yeah, all right, guys, let's into this now.
Literally, I mean, like 2 weeks prior, I was literally like, okay, I'm gonna open up my own line. They're like, what? Just because you
you
start
just
making
chill out?
clothes?
Yeah.
I also make clothes, so
That was
Wow.
sick.
Yeah.
I've been seeing some of the things that you put up on your story in terms of like for the events that you've rocked up
yeah,
to. That's a
yeah.
skill.
I made my own outfit last night. Like, you can't
Wow,
see that.
That's sick. That's very cool.
That's a proper
Yeah.
skill.
Oh, wow, there you go. So you
Bro,
make your
that's
own outfit.
okay. No,
Yes.
that's sustainable living.
Yeah.
Not going
Yeah.
and killing ducks.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah, no,
Making your own outfits.
building.
It is.
Yes, actually, that's part of the reason why I make it my own outfits because sustainability.
Yep, yep.
Because that we can't overproduce.
Yeah, Daniel actually had that idea where it's like you just make your own stuff and you just rock it and you just
Rock it, yeah.
go out with it.
Yeah, I do
love
that. Yeah. I love doing
Noah's
that.
the one that's definitely going to wrap us up, and now the guys run away from the. Nah. Oh no, but no, it's been fun
that
for
is,
sure, man.
yeah.
Honestly, and I hope people have been able to see like there's so much, you know, to you.
Thank you,
And they
actually.
can keep in touch, like keep up rather with keeping up with Divina. That's the new show now. They can keep in touch with like everything that you're up to as well. And yeah, come through, yeah. And Noah is finally coming back so he can help wrap us up, bro. Why do we need to like we get so comfortable now? Yeah, back to the comfortability. We've just let this guy do it.
Yeah,
it's
why?
nice though.
'Cause he does it well.
Consistency.
Consistency, yeah.
It's the
I'm good at what I
consistency.
do.
People are used
Also,
to it.
just since we're here, I remember on your story you chucked up this thing that was like you aren't comfortable with talking in front of camera or
That's
something.
right,
You
yeah.
would get better at that. You're pretty good at this.
I wouldn't guess that. Yeah.
I think it's because I'm actually with people. I can talk for ages when there's other energies in the room. But if talking to the camera, I'm just like,
just by yourself.
I get that because sometimes when I'm like in places and I want to flip the camera on myself just to be like this, even I'm like,
yeah.
oh, freaking much.
I get weird. No, honest. I get weird because I'm just like, hi guys. It's like, who am I talking
Yeah,
to?
no, you have to be a strong person to vlog.
yeah. Yeah.
Like to actually
Yeah.
vlog.
Like I can do
Solo
snippets.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
fact.
'cause, like you know, those guys walk around LA like they're holding the
Yeah.
I've
gimbal.
seen it.
Everything.
I've seen
like,
it. I'm just like, that just looks weird to me.
Yeah,
And to have enough to say,
yeah.
bruh.
And like, and especially when you said it and then you didn't like the way you sound, so you have to re-say everything you said, and it's just so awkward.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It's so, and especially when you're stuttering, you're like, oh, for fuck's sake. Again,
Hey guys,
take 4.
take for it.
Oh,
Oh
it's
my
gonna be this guy. He's
God.
going on a trip. To be honest, depending on when this is out, you probably will be on the trip at the time
he's on
still.
the trip.
So
man.
Yeah,
Oh,
where
would
are you
be
going?
you'll tap into North stories and watch that.
Canada and America.
What?
Send
Oh my God, I was gonna move to Canada. Literally
Canada's
this
awesome.
year, I was planning to move to Canada.
Oh,
Yeah.
Canada's what's up. It's close enough to like us. Hey guys, we need to bring it
Yeah,
up.
yeah. No, but
Let's get
seriously,
started.
thank you so much for actually like asking me these questions because
No,
like
of course.
everybody's always wondered what I do. This is gonna be every time I'm asked this question, I'm like,
Send them the
watch
link.
this.
he's the link.
Love it.
All right, well, thank you for joining us for another episode of the Disruption Podcast. You can follow Divina right here at whatever it says. And you can also make sure to follow us, like, comment, subscribe, do all that. Share this with somebody, and we will catch you guys next week.
Yeah, baby.
Latest.
One.
No.
Wow, that was cool.
That was fun, very
Thank
fun.
you. That was awesome. I really enjoyed that.